Hi. Sorry, my own live just confused me. I think it was gonna let me have some extra features, but then it disappeared, so I guess not. Oh, where'd my necklace go? I had a necklace on, hold on. The heck? Oh, here it is. Hello, welcome to the reading report, I'm calling it. I love it. I have books to unbox. I'm gonna wait for the YouTube bump, and then I'm going to maybe show you a sneak peek. Hey, Jane! I'm gonna maybe show you a sneak peek of the new pets that I got. I got 2 new babies, and they're gonna be on the channel soon. I can't wait. I'm letting them settle in, but I do want to show them to people. Give me a sec here. Yay, Jane! Well, you've made it to a few lives at this point, so that's awesome. I'm gonna fix myself. A little sweaty, sorry. It's like I've been doing so much stuff today. I've been very motivated. And those of you who have been around for a few weeks know that that's a very good sign. Give me a sec to get over to where I need to be. And then I'll start. How are you doing, Jane? I'm so glad you made it. Just getting set up. Oh, I thought I turned my sound off. There we go. You had a good day? That's awesome. I had a pretty good day too. I had a little bit of like, what the hell am I doing today? But I did a lot of stuff, like for the house and for myself, and I'm excited for that. I think it's going to motivate me more and more. I moved furniture around, I cleaned. I mean, it's all like adulting, but still. Okay. One more second. Whoa, I just talked about having a difficult time, and then Facebook sent me a like pop-up that said, if you're having a difficult time, tell us, basically. What? I don't think I clicked on anything. I think it just went. That is creepy. Hello, there's the bump. We got 27 people. One like, hello everyone. Hi, hi, hi. What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind? A maybe. Very cute. Very cute. Hello everyone. We're going to talk about books and reading for a little bit, and then I think I'm going to give you a sneak peek of my 2 new pets. I am so super excited about them, but I'm going to wait until after the book roundup. I've got 2 unboxings, and we're going to see what that is. Okay. Hey, Jay Machiavelli? Should I call you Jay? 6'7", I know. Always pops up. I don't mind. It's okay. You don't have to spam the chat with it, though. MPX, what are you sorry for? Don't be sorry. Welcome. Jane was my first visitor here today. Hey, Ella. So excited that you made it. I have 2 book unboxings. One is little. I hope there's a book in here. I hate that number so much, not to be rude. I understand. Some people are sick of it. I find it funny, but I don't want spammers in the chat, though. Hello! Hi, 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 hi. Ah. I love it when people I know are here, whether you're a regular or, you know, you may know me in real life. Special shout out. Hello, hello. MPX, I am doing okay. I had a good day. I had a little bit of like doubt about like, oh my god, what's about to happen? But I stayed busy. I got a lot done, like a lot. And that's exciting. So I also got 2 new family members, 2 new pets. They are snakes, and they are a kind of snake, but both of them, a kind of snake that I've wanted for a very long time. Sorry, I just realized this is making weird noises. I've wanted this kind of snake for a couple years, and I finally got it. Oh, I was like, where's the coffee I made? This is decaf. And Ella, this is the ice cream that we got for Chili's, from Chili's. I put in my coffee, and I just finished it. It makes really good creamer, vanilla ice cream. Yeah, I finished that cake like real quick, but the ice cream was in the freezer. Okay, and I have unknown book unboxings. I don't know what I'm going to unbox. I'm going to explain that in a second. That's good. Your alt? Or does it say "ite"? I'm all right. Love it, love it, love it. You have a snake. It's a corn snake. Okay, spoiler alert. One of mine is a corn snake. Like, my new pet is a corn snake, and I'm so excited. The other one's not. And Ella, don't spoil it. I'll say eventually. Yes, you sold 12 of the records. 12 more or 12 total? Because that's awesome. I'm so glad they're going, like, to someone who can do something with it. Hi, Jay. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't say hi because I was talking about, what was I talking about? Something. Sorry, I'm looking over to my laptop because I can see the chat a little better. Yuppie. Win stream, thanks. I have a big envelope and a little one. I'm kind of curious about the little one because it's very small, like, obviously, but like, if it's a book, it feels like a book, but it's very small. I hope I don't open a Christmas present or something, like, for somebody. 12 total, and your record player plays 78s. Oh, that's awesome. Jay, if you keep spamming the chat, hun, you're gonna, like, get banned. What I mean by spamming the chat is, like, doing that 6, 7 a million times so that it's a big chunk. So I don't want to do that. It messes up my chat to read you. What's it smell like? I'm gonna smell it in a minute. Or are you talking about something else? Because I part of what I do when I unbox the books, I do a sniff test. I read the first sentence and just kind of talk about what it is. What's the package smell like? And does it smell like a book? No, I think it's going to smell like cardboard. Actually, it smells like nothing. This one smells like cardboard. Let me explain a little bit how I got these. So goodreads.com, not sponsored, is a book nerd website where you can track your reading. You can put what you're reading, what you rate your reads, what you want to read, etc. And they have free book giveaways. And I've been entering them like a madwoman. And I've gotten over 30 physical books so far, plus these two. And I've gotten over 200 Kindle books so far. And this is just in the last 6 months or so. It's okay. It's okay, Jane. I'm not going to, like, get mad. I'm just going to do whatever. So anyway, I don't know what these are. Well, I kind of know what these are. I have a list of titles that are coming in the mail that I'll check off. However, I don't have it right with me, unfortunately. So should we start with the little one and see what it is? It just says it's from P.O. Box something in Arizona. So it's not from a publisher, but I'm wondering if this is a kid's book. You may have seen your presents. I'll still act surprised. That's very sweet, Ella. Sure. You don't have to buy me something. All right, ready? Let's see what it is. I'm gonna get purple on my thumb. It's a book. I can open them on live, maybe. Oh, Her Inconvenient Elegy. It's a book. Yay! A Life in Fragments. Of who? I don't recognize that author. Yes, I know everything's backwards. I'm so sorry. There's a bookmark in here. books by this author, Red Flash, and the one that I'm holding, and then a business card. Oh, there's a couple other ones. Yeah, you can go follow her on, I know it's backwards, I'm sorry, but you can decode that. Sniff test. Smells like nothing. Oh, nope. It's got a little bit of that like elementary school textbook smell, if you know what I mean. I like it. I like it. This looks like poetry. That's why it's so small. It says, it's a poetic meditation on the messiness of memory, the weight of grace, and the quiet rituals of survival through deeply reflective pieces, a collection of poems charting the contours of real life. Its pain, this is a really long sentence, its pain, its absurdity, its tenderness, and its fleeting moments of redemption. Perfect. Perfectly what I need right now. I got a Kindle book of poetry and read it, and it was like easy 5 stars. Like I've never been so moved by so few words on the page. So I'm excited about this. This is definitely going to be something I'm going to try. Once there was a pickle named Fred, then someone ate him. I don't get it. Or is that the whole thing? You think you might be going to see Wicked on Friday? Yes. I hope you do. Don't say where. All I've said is that I'm from northeastern United States. Anyway, should we read the first sentence? If it's signed. Oh, I love when they're signed in Antarctica. Dress warm. Oh, book cover and illustrations. AI generated using Microsoft Copilot. I hope the whole thing wasn't. It says it right there. Random stories. Ooh, this might be heavy. Okay. Wait, is this a... I don't know if this is an intro or... What? Okay, let me try to get a sense. Okay, looks like there's a paragraph about the poem, and then there's an actual poem. So the first one is called Wine and Vinegar. The first sentence is, in every poet is a beginning, a first poem. Mine was published in 1988 in On the Threshold of a Dream, Volume 1, under a former married name. Okay. I'll read the first, like, paragraph, phrase, whatever. Oh, thank you, MPX. Have you been here before? Because some people have been here before and are regulars, and they've like changed their screen name, and I just don't know. Let me read the first, like, it's not a paragraph. Verse, is that the right thing? Lines in a forming fist edge up my arm into my face. He ages like wine, and I am vinegar. Whoa. You know what? I'm just going to read this whole poem because it's short. Let's cook dinner if you want to, because I have nothing and no ideas. I'm like behind in everything. Oh, that would be so sweet. And Max loves cooking too. Sorry, I shouldn't have said his name either. Also, nobody knows. I know you're always full of good ideas. No, never, but you started watching and noticed my stream and it's good. Oh, I'm glad you think so. There's going to be a lot today. We start out talking about books. I love doing the unboxings or unenvelopings, and then I'm going to sneak peek the 2 snakes soon. Important question. Jane likes to put phrases and riddles in here. What do you think is the best way to prepare for a zombie apocalypse? I don't know what. Do you want to hear the full poem? I don't know. I'm just going to stop there. It smells like nothing on the outside, but it smells really good on the inside. So this is not going to take me long. Maybe I'll save it for next year to bump up my stats, because I've blown my like Goodreads goal out of the water this year. But nice. Book of poetry. Impressed. I'm waiting for Jane to answer. I don't know if Fire Stick would work on this TV. It's kind of old. But what kind of port does it have? And I can check. All right. Let me talk about what I'm reading. I need to pull up Goodreads now because I forget what I'm reading and I'm in the middle of a lot of things. HDMI. Okay, we should have that. I know we had that. Where did the bookmark go? I don't want to throw away the bookmark by accident. That is definitely the thinnest book I've unboxed, I think, so far. Okay. I was bringing up Goodreads, and then I forgot what I was doing. Okay. I'm going to talk about what I'm reading. Feel free to leave what you're reading in the chat, and then I'm going to do the other unboxing. And then I'm going to go get the animals. I somehow finished You're So Nice and Respectful. Oh, thank you. I try to be. Oh, I found the bookmark. It was like in my pajama pants. Yes, I'm wearing pajama pants with not pajama top, but it's okay. Bridget! Oh my goodness, it's been a while. Hello. I think you posted something the other day and I did go watch it, but I don't remember what it was. Hello, hello. We just unboxed a book of poetry. It's very small, but I'm very excited about it. You're reading Men Gone Wild. Oh goodness. Is that what I think it is? I'm going to look at it on Goodreads though. I became a romance reader this year, kind of by accident, but I'm totally down for it. Oh, thanks, Bridget. Bridget's, I guess you're a regular. You've been in a couple of things. Goodreads has been very slow lately. I wonder if they're doing an update. You read the Harry Potter books. Yay! Ella and I recently watched the first movie again. And it's just so fun. It's so classic. It's a shame the author has issues. I mean, we all have issues, but not acceptable things that she's doing. Your mom accidentally bought Mega Nugget dinosaurs. You know what? My nephew loves dino nuggets, and now so do I. And I have to have them in the freezer in case I just want them, like crave them. Dino nuggets are great. What do I think about Sandman? Sandman. Is that, oh, Neil Gaiman? I forget what Neil Gaiman did to get in trouble recently. There's ads for Avatar 3. Is anybody, the DVDs were hard to play though. Unless we use the laptop, which would be fine. Because I have an extender for that. Sandman. Oh, it's on Netflix. I have not seen it. It looks like it's a Neil Gaiman book. Yeah, I know, but I'd rather have it like just go right to the TV, you know what I mean? Hold on. Oh, yes. I was right. Why is Goodreads not doing well? Hold on a second. I need to find Men Gone Wild. Okay. I was going to look it up and then I didn't. Is it LGBTQ? Because that's the first thing that came up. But let me read your comment. Have you heard of Steal a Brain Rot? Heard of brain rot? It's about two cowboys who went... Oh, it is LGBTQ. I just didn't read the rest of your comment. So that's not the full title, right? Two cowboys who went out, fell in love, and it's from the horse's point of view. What? I have to read this immediately. And when he stuck his head in the tent, oh my god, he was spooked. Both 10-gallon hats laid upon the ruffled skins? Ruffled buck. Okay. Excellent series, Sandman. Okay. It was okay on the PlayStation. It was so, I don't know. I was out of it, so whatever. I'm sorry. Let me turn off the sound on my phone because you don't have to hear all that. Oh, I hope this doesn't mess up the thing. Hold on. Hi, FaZe. Hello, Dexter. Oh, Dexter Morgan. Love that. I watched one of the Dexter recent series and loved it, but then the other one I had to pay for, and I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched I think it's Redemption that I haven't watched. I forget which one. Hi, FaZe. I forget when you were here last. I'm sorry. This was kind of inappropriate. I think you can delete. Well, it's fine. I'm not going to read it, but you are too young for that joke. What time is it for you? In England, it's 10:30 p.m. Oh, Cody. I'm sorry. Hi, Cody. If I knew you were... I need to start writing these screen names down, I think, because I forget. And it's not your fault. I just forget. Merry Christmas, Bridget, and thank you. It is a very dark series, and you know what? I've read at least the first 2 books that they're based on. Did you know they were a book series too? It's okay, Cody. Yeah, I was saying this earlier, like, people keep changing their username and then I don't know, like, who they are. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. I don't know if it's still... Is it still Hanukkah? I'm not sure. Happy Hanukkah, if it is. And if you celebrate something else and you're comfortable, tell us in the chat. Yeah, I'm going to have to start writing these screen names down and like, keep a chart of you. Okay, we may have someone that needs to leave. That is none of your business. Roast. I'll give you a second chance, but then that's it. Dark series from German? Huh? Is Dexter related to Germany? I don't know. I need to read this. Hold on. I don't think the one that you said with the perspective of the horse is the one that I'm looking at on Goodreads. Yikes. This is a bad Google search too. Tell me the name of that again? You said Men Gone Wild, but I don't see a description of what you said it was about. And I want a book from the perspective of a horse. Yes, please. I'll kick him out. Where am I from? I'm from like the northeastern US. Where are you from? You'll be sending icebreakers? Okay. I hate icebreakers in like actual, like in work though. Oh my gosh. Nova Atom? I don't know what that means. Which Marvel superhero would you be if you could choose and why? See, you should have been around for my hot takes video. It was kind of like a little bit not great. That's a hard question. You're from India? Or did you mean to say Indiana? Okay, India. We have quite a few people come through from India. So that's awesome. What? I haven't even talked about what I'm reading yet. I'm not going to do a mod yet because I still am like kind of getting used to like doing it myself. So I still kind of want to do it myself. When I get like a bigger audience, bigger channel, then I'll probably do mods. Or if there's just a lot of people here, I'll do mods. So thank you for offering, but I'm not going to do them yet. You have 1 trillion million aura? What does that mean? What Marvel superhero would I be? I don't know. I think I would be Wanda Maximoff because she's in a relationship with Vision, who's played by Paul Bettany, and he's my favorite celebrity. Is that stupid? Plus, she's like super powerful. I know she's like morally gray at times, but I'll just do, you know, my thing. I'll just be a nice, even Wanda Maximoff. Although occasionally I might burn things down. I don't know. My favorite series at the moment, if you're talking about books, is the Acotar series, A Court of Thorns and Roses. It changed my whole world, and I fell in love with those characters. There's a lot of series that I love, but that one most recently is like top of the list. I mean, I loved Lord of the Rings, read it a million times, loved Game of Thrones, read it a million times, loved Narnia. So a lot of fantasy stuff. Aura means, oh, you're cool, so you are, I don't know what's going on. Right now, I'm sorry, somebody asked me this earlier too. It is 5:19 p.m. Eastern time. You would be Batman. Batman's not Marvel though. Batman is DC. Stranger Things. Yes, I finally finished the new episode set of Stranger Things. The fifth, is it the 5th season or the 4th season? So I'm waiting for the next few episodes. I think they're gonna come out Christmas Day, and then the finale is gonna come out New Year's. I think that's the plan for that. Hamnet. Yeah, Ella, if you're still here, did you read that at all? I'm curious what that is, and I will probably try to watch it. Yeah, Batman is DC. Batman and Superman are DC comics, not Marvel. A ski. You read Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. Yes, that's the Narnia one. That's what I was talking about. I love that story. Actually, I watched that movie recently as well. Haven't started it yet. Fair. Yeah. I haven't started any of the ones that I got. Let me pivot just a little bit. Yeah, that was kind of a hard question. Yeah, because there's so many. There's so many. Hamnet is amazing. Okay, so talking about series, I finished, this is like the 6th book in the Throne of Glass series, same author as the Acotar series. Hi, Phoenix. We're talking about what I'm reading. Let me know what you're reading. I unboxed a book of poetry. I have another unboxing, and then I'm gonna introduce some new members of my family. You watched the movie too? Yeah, oh, are you talking about Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Yeah. Hi, Cujo. Did I read the blue book? Which blue book? This is purple. It's a little blue. Yeah, so I finished this. It was almost 700 pages, but I really liked the first book or two. I think the first 2 books in the Throne of Glass series, and then I read the prequel and it kind of dropped off a little bit for me. This one sucked me right back in. It's only half the characters. It follows a certain set of characters, but it's really, really good. There's a lot of little twists, I loved it. I loved it. And there's 2 more to go. They're actually behind me over here. And those last 2 are big chonkers. So I think I'm obviously not going to be able to finish everything by the end of this year, but I might start that second to last one soon, because I'm just ready to keep going. It's a completely different timeline than this. Well, it's the same timeline, but it's in a different location with different characters happening at the same time as this book. And then they come in together for the last book, and that's like 1,000 pages. So I've got a little ways to go, but I'm back into Throne of Glass. So I finished this one. I think I've read, wow, Goodreads is really slow, and it just threw me an error. The next one I'm trying to finish is the new Dan Brown book. It has so many interesting facts and stuff that I tabbed it up, because it's not the kind of pages that you normally want to write on, or like it's kind of glossy. But I'm at page 488, and it's really good, and it's a thriller, and it's about like the hook. It's a Robert Langdon novel. The hook is like the science of thought and the science of like consciousness and stuff. Like, it's not really explained yet in science, but it's being studied, and we just don't hear about it very much. And it's fascinating. But for some reason, I thought I was gonna take this like into work and just breeze through it like on my lunch break and stuff, but I haven't. And I'm not sure why, because it's really good. But I'm gonna finish this by the end of the year for sure. Another one that I started is the only Jenny Lawson book that I haven't read yet, and it's called Broken in the Best Possible Way. I'm listening to the audiobook. She narrates it herself. I'm gonna catch up with the chat in a minute. I see you guys. She has a little bit of like a vocal fry going on, but I don't care. I love her. She's so funny, and some of the moments just like hit you in the feels because she talks about mental health, but she talks about it in a funny way, and her brain is just so all over the place. I adore her. Furiously Happy is probably one of my favorite books of all time, by her, and I'm loving Broken as well. It's up there. It's gonna be a 5-star easily. Another random one that I really haven't mentioned much is this book by Silas House named Clay's Quilt. I wanted to read this author, so I just randomly picked this up because I wanted to read a backlist book. I'm gonna get to the chat, don't worry. I've just kind of been reading a chapter here or there. It's people doing stuff. I usually need a hook to get me in. Give me a ghost or a murder or something. There might be a little bit of romance in this one because sometimes that can hook me too, but I don't know. I'm not too excited about it, but the writing really is beautiful, and it's set in like rural, I think, Kentucky. Appalachian mining town. Yeah, so it's small town in the South. But I'm just kind of meh about it. Not gonna finish it this year for sure. Oh, where did it go? Oh, it's right here. It's right here. I'm making my way through the second Witcher book. I'm this far in. I'm in the third short story. I still plan on making videos about every chapter in the Witcher books, but I haven't edited fully my next one. I'm way behind, but I do want to compare them. So I'm in the third story in here, and then some other projects that I just kind of, where'd my mouse go? It's all the way over there. Some like ongoing projects. I'm trying to read the Bible cover to cover. I'm reading The World of Ice and Fire, which is a huge book. And I'm reading like a book about the archaeology in the Bible, but I've been reading those for years, technically, and I haven't finished them. But that is what I am reading and have read. Let me go back in the chat and catch up with you guys. Kind of a hard question. Yeah, Hamnet is amazing. Okay, I got that. I said hi to Phoenix. The movie too. Oh, the Blue Narnia book? No. I read a small white paperback set. Have you read all 7? There's so many books. Yeah, I've read, that's what I was gonna check. Where's my reading? I've read 56 books so far this year. I think that's my second highest total ever. And I want to finish the Dan Brown one, so that would be 57. Narnia 700? Huh? Or is it 7 o'clock there? The Godfather. So I think I have that somewhere, but I liked the movie. It's not, I think like the mafia stuff is just not really my cup of tea. So I don't know that I'd stay motivated to do that. R.A. Human, you read a lot of philosophy. I finished a philosophical book this year, but my favorite philosopher is J. Krishnamurti. I read Think on These Things in high school, and it completely changed my life. So tell me what kind of philosophy you read. Ella's heading out. Oh, thank you for stopping in. I'll tell you what that next book is that I haven't unboxed yet, but it's happening next. Okay. Describe yourself in one emoji. You'll go first. Alien, because you love aliens. Oh gosh, is there a treading water emoji where you're just kind of like, this is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm just gonna sit here and survive. Um, yes, hi Jay. Have to go babysit 3 children. Let me unbox it right now. Maybe you can see it. Okay, ready? I know this one's a book. I'm sorry, I know, but it's I call it the reading report, so I want to talk about reading. Because once I get the animals out, it's over. I'm not going to be able to talk about anything else. Oh, okay. Can I say this? I'm going to say it, and then I'm not going to mention it anymore. This is going to be very different, but it's called Seeking Sexual Freedom, African Rites, Rituals, and Sankofa in the Bedroom. What? So, I think this is nonfiction, and I think it's very sex positive, but it's gonna be for adults. It's not like spicy romance, but Sankofa is an Akan word and symbol from the, I don't know any of these words, Adinkra system of language. It literally translates as go back and fetch it. And it looks like that. Interesting. So, you know, sexual culture is different everywhere you go, and I'm always down to read a perspective from a race or culture that's not my own. And I'm kind of intrigued by this, but it's gonna be different. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read the first sentence of this, but let me oh, it smells like newspaper. Great sign. Really great sign. You see your I don't know what you're talking about, Jay. So this one, yeah, the first one or 2 or 3. I think the first one is my emoji right now. So sniff test works. Oh, this is going to be so interesting. It's like about, you know, intimacy from the perspective of Black women around the world. Oh, this is so fascinating to me. Let me see if I can read the first sentence. I don't know if I can. There's an intro. All right. This is nonfiction. The intro says, over a decade ago, I was invited to the sixth form college I had attended in Ghana to give a presentation on African women's resistance to colonization. Oh, this is going to be so fascinating. All right, I'm not going to read the first sentence in chapter 1, but this is going to be really interesting. And if I don't like it and give it to the nonprofit I work with, somebody's going to absolutely be like happy with that. Jane says, my phone is burning up and you don't know why. Like, it's hot. Hi, Aurora. You came just in time. Well, I just unboxed 2 books, but I'm about to give a sneak peek of my new pets that I bought. Well, rehoming fee. Doggy has entered the chat. So Aurora's other screen name was Doggy, and she likes to just eat people randomly. So minors in the chat, just don't take that a different way. But yeah, so those are my books. A book of poetry and then a nonfiction about intimacy in Africa. Holy crap. I mean, and are any of these I'm reading? None of these were free giveaways, but I've been opening and unboxing these books from the very beginning, since like the beginning of July. And they're all so different. It's fascinating. Some of them I've donated, given away. I want to do a roundup of like all of the ones that I got, but I haven't filmed much at all. I want to do a reading roundup too, but I've read so many books that I don't know if I can like fit them all in one video. You know what I mean? Like I could if it was like over an hour, but yeah, I don't know. Burritos. I haven't seen Indom yet. And Jane is a new regular. She's been in a couple different streams so far. And who else was here? MPX has been contributing. We had a Dexter Morgan here. My friend Ella. Cody. And Cujo, I thought I saw. Wait, are you the same person? Anyway, hello. Welcome. Indom will probably pop up at some point because he usually does. Anyway, so excited to read those. I've got to finish this Dan Brown book. And then the last reading report, I unboxed it's like a dark romance fantasy kind of thing. And I was like instantly drawn to it. So I want to read that as well. Yeah, he'll probably be here. This is decaf coffee and ice cream as a creamer. So you want to talk about the new family members I adopted? Because I unboxed, finished this. I'm reading these plus some other things. And as many of you know, my channel is about art and animals. I consider books to be in the art category, obviously. Let me read Jane's comment first. I have some cool emojis on your keyboard. You can't send it because it says just text box. Doesn't support the sticker. Weird. Hi, Cujo. Okay, yeah, I thought you were here. I welcome lurkers who don't comment. That's totally fine because it's giving me watch hours and it's keeping you up to date on what's going on. Yeah, are you seeing what I see, Aurora? It's like a V. Oh, it looks like is it a dog face? It's like a V dot something weird and then dot and another V. But I can kind of see what it's supposed to be. I wish it didn't lag so much. So just a sneak peek into the animal side, because I know this is a reading report, but I unboxed the two that were here. I want to do a unhaul of my books. I need to go through everything and get rid of some stuff. However, a whole wall of my house just freed up. freed up? Fretted? Past tense of free? What is it? Anyway, I might have a room for another bookshelf because I can go vertical on this wall. So we'll see. I may not need to declutter as much as I think, but I do need to get rid of some, and I want to take you guys along the ride for that. But I have wanted another corn snake for a long time, like years. I lost my... Hi, Az! Yay, we got another regular. Right, I have no idea what that one is. It looks like a bridge and then maybe a squirrel or a rat. They're showing up though. You love Skyrim. I know what Skyrim is, but I haven't played it. But I've wanted an albino something of a snake. I've wanted a corn snake, and I've also wanted a hognose snake. I've never had a hognose snake. They're in the same family as the corn snakes, rat snakes, king snakes. The two king snakes I have owned were very derpy and weird eaters. Like they would bite everything but the food. It was like less than one brain cell for the king snakes. So I think I'm done with king snakes. I loved my corn snake, and I love corn snake. And my black rat snake is up in here. You're not gonna be able to see her. I love her as well, and she's just as sweet as the my corn snake was. So I think lizard, then cat. I'm not getting cat from that other one. I see another. Yeah, I see like two dog faces, Jane. Oh wait, Jane has them too then. Or did you just copy what she wrote? It's going okay. I've had a very productive day, as I'm in a pretty good mood right now. I'm a little bit like deer in headlights thinking about everything that's going on, but I've kind of been lost in it. My sister just made... Okay, you retracted it. I'm not sure where you were going with that. Anyway, I found someone rehoming a whole list of animals, and hognose snakes don't come up very much for rehoming, and if they do, they're gone like that. Like, people love these guys. But he had a western hognose that looked, in the picture, he looked kind of like silver, and that's one of the morphs that they can be like a grayscale kind of color. Normally they're brown with spots, but I fell in love with this little face, and this person had an albino corn snake, and the rehoming fee included their enclosures, which are big tanks, plus the heating, lighting, decor, bedding, like everything. You have the same emojis. You don't know how to call them. Yeah, I don't know either. Your guess is as good as mine. What was that one, Aurora? It's so small I can't see it. Like in either... Is it like a cat crying? I don't know. So I ended up driving 3 hours, but I ended up bringing home an albino corn snake and a hognose snake. And I'm so super excited. Looks like a pug maybe, or a seal. I don't know. I have wanted both of these snakes for years now. I lost Lucy in 2022, I think. She was my other corn snake. She was an albino corn snake, but she was very different looking. And I'm going to tell you their names when I introduce them. I want to know what you think. Should I bring the camera with me to their enclosures? Or should I go get them and bring them up here to show you? Because the hognose is in a 2x2x3, 2 foot by 2 foot by 3 foot cage, and it's kind of like a TV almost to watch. Now he's tiny, so I haven't even seen him all day. Hognose are diggers. What you were gonna say about your sister? She mixed sand and water together to make a swamp? Like, why though? Is it like a school experiment or something? Or is it like on Minecraft or something? I don't know. You're watching YouTube on your TV right now. Yay, hi, I'm on TV. Yay. No, she just made it for fun. Fair, okay. Water and sand reminds me of like a beach, like the area between, like, bordering the water and the sand where the waves are coming up. Like, that's what it reminds me of, not swamp, but glad to see me doing better. Thank you. I mean, I've only been home from the hospital not even 2 weeks. But the hospital helped so much. It's hard. It's hard. And this is, still a quiet house sometimes, but, and the sand is green. Interesting. What's the honk for, Aurora? Again, forgive me for the delay, but, yeah, and tell me if you think, yeah, what do you mean the sand is green? I was wondering that as well. I guess you can buy green sand. So maybe she bought it. I don't know. Or someone bought it for her. Up to me. No, I want you to decide. I kind of want to bring you guys down to the tanks, but my tripod thing, it's kind of going to be a rough thing. But you guys are going to be the very first people to see these snakes on the channel. And I know if you came here for reading stuff, now we're talking about snakes, but this is my life. This is my life and my channel, and now I look like Elvis or something. And I'm just so excited, and I want to give you the sneak peek. And usually this is what happens. We start out with books. We start just talking to the chat and talking about whatever comes up. It's awesome. Yeah, you can buy green sand, like kinetic sand. I think that's how you call it. Yeah, I think so too. That like when sound goes through it, it like moves. Is that what I'm thinking of? You thought we were saying normal sand. Yeah. I guess the green sand does make it feel like swamp. Yes. What time is it? Because I really kind of want to bring you down to the enclosures. It's like 6. No, it's 5:45. Okay. That's cool though, Jane. I mean, that's a great activity to just do for fun, because why not? I love it. Okay, I just poked myself in the eye. What do I want to do? Philip's here too. Hi, Philip. You could dye normal sand green. Yeah, I mean, you can in Minecraft for sure. But I think so. Hey, Calm back. Good to see you too, Philip. How are you doing? I was just about to introduce my new pets. I unboxed 2 books, poetry and a nonfiction, and I talked about what I was reading. Hi, MP X. I don't know if you left and came back or what. You came back. Okay, good. I was just about to introduce the snakes. Philip was listening. Okay, so you know the setup then. But so there was a rehoming fee, but I got 2 snakes with interesting morphs, which makes them more expensive, and their enclosures and everything that came with it for the same price as one of those enclosures would have cost me. And I was thinking about, I needed to get the type of tank that the hognose is in. I guess, you know what? I should just bring you down there so I can show you the enclosures too. By the way, what's 6 + 7? What? I don't understand the joke though to like add them. I forget what the punchline of that is supposed to be. Yeah, I have 1 snake right now. I've had up to 3 in the past, and now I have 3. I'm so excited. I need to show you Arya at some point. You want a new cat so bad, but your dad said no, even though he wants to. What? Aurora? Aurora says, guess what? Yeah, my cat is in the closet in his little bed sleeping. He's a little bit introverted like I am. But cats are a big responsibility, so I don't know. Because the only thing with going downstairs is that we may get interrupted, but I'm going to bring you to the tanks. I just have to figure out. You're going to be in a bouncy ride for a little bit, but you can stick with me. 6-7. Yeah, we had a 6-7 person earlier. And it gets on Jane's nerves, I think. But if we keep it, you know, low key, it'll be fine. You've been trying to keep busy all week. I understand. I worked my first week back at my original government job. Loved it. I'm so glad I'm back, but it's a little surreal and it's a little confusing, to be honest, because I'm like, am I in the past or the present? What was all that stress that put me in the hospital the first time? What is happening to me? So it's been great, but it's been, you know, a change, even though it's a positive change. It, you know, you have to go somewhere, but you'll still be in my live, not talking. Okay, that's fair. Thank you for like staying on, because I'm going to take you downstairs. Yeah, no, I know what you meant, Jane. Will you marry me? No. Do you have off the 26th? I think so. But that's what we were told. And apparently we got off the 24th as well, which I have thoughts on why 2 days were given to us, but I'm not complaining, because if we get like a 5-day weekend next weekend, that's going to be fantastic. You're from India, Comeback? Okay. We had someone else from India here earlier. Looking good. Thank you, Philip. I'm seeing these out of order. Sorry. It's going to be harder for me to see the chat downstairs. Happy Christmas. Yes, Philip was in England, so they say Happy Christmas instead of Merry Christmas. Happy whatever holiday you might be celebrating. You can't miss the snakes. I know. Let me get my lazy butt up and we will head down there. Okay, drink is done. I might perch you somewhere and then come get my laptop because I don't want to miss any comments. Trying to be happy for Christmas. Yeah, I understand. I tend to just ignore it completely. I mean, I don't really have success, but I have a couple people coming over to just kind of make sure I'm okay. They're very sweet. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm a little bit worried that, you know, there's such a thing as body memory where, like, if you've had a really stressful event at a certain time of year, your body remembers and will kind of prepare to go through that again. So, you know, when people have like panic attacks, anxiety attacks about something recurring, it doesn't necessarily have to be happening at that moment. The past trauma can affect your present situation. It's pretty common. So yeah, I don't know where Indom is, but it's like the holiday season, so a lot of people are like doing extra stuff. He's in Europe somewhere. You've had a bad experience. Yeah, see, exactly. Okay, I'm figuring this out in real time, guys. Okay, so we're gonna get up and I'm gonna take you downstairs. All right. Arya is, can you see her? She's like between the sticks there. I need to do better with her tank because she needs the upgrade. Okay. All right, we're gonna be in the dark for a second. Oh, is everybody here? Aurora likes to kid around about just eating people for no reason. So, Philip, you have been eaten. Cujo has severe social anxiety. You'll be by yourself for Christmas. But is that, like, on purpose? Cujo was eaten as well. All right, let me see how we're going to do this. That is the new... I'm in my pajama pants. Oh no! You guys just fell off the tripod. I was worried that was going to happen. Hold on. I need to fix you so you can get back vertical. Oh, it's a rough ride. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to tighten this thing. You might be a little crooked for the whole thing. Cujo says thanks for eating him. That's a new response. That's lovely. Oh my god, you fell off the tripod again! Hold on. I'm gonna get a different situation going on here. This is ridiculous. Okay. Bear with me. That's a sneak peek of the snake tank, the new snake tank. You had dinner, Philip. Calm down. I'm fine. I'm just laughing about it. Still recovering from a scooter accident. The pain comes and goes. Oh no. What happens? Okay, I'm going to switch you from this tripod to another one. Hold on. Cujo has the best response to... Okay, that way you won't fall down. All right. And then I can just pick you up and you'll stay. So, the guy took excellent care of these animals. Excellent care. He also made custom nameplates for them. And I know it's backwards, but her name is Carrot. And you're going to see exactly why. You still got a scar from the scooter. My goodness. All right. I know where she is. So I'm calling it a she, but I actually don't know if it's a she or he. I thought she based on the tail, and then I looked again and I thought maybe a male. Okay. Hello, sweetie. She was very spicy yesterday. She did not want me touching her. But today we'll see how she is. Once she gets out, she's fine. Hi, honey. Can you come out? Can you come out? You're going to be dirty. There's your head. Okay. Hi. You want to be on the channel for the first time? Oh, you can't see her colors as well. Here. Can you see why he's called Carrot? She is bright orange, like super, super orange. And now I have a snake in one hand and I can't move the tripod. Look at that face. She's being very sweet. When we took her out yesterday, she was very sweet as well. Oh my God, I love her. She's so pretty. She's so orange. And she came with that name Carrot, and I just thought it was so cute and perfect. Hi, honey. Even her belly is very pretty. She's like very yellow. She's very cold. You need to come up into the light, sweetie. They can go into a kind of hibernation in winter called brumation. It's kind of like a partial hibernation. That's just Aurora's thing, Jane. But she's very curious. She's sniffing everything. I tried to give her and the hognose just some time. Hi, Mike. This is my new snake. We already talked about the book stuff, and I'm giving you a sneak peek of two animals that are going to be on the channel a lot more. She's being very friendly right now. She's being very sweet. Yes, I even trust you with my face. Yes. But her name is Carrot. She's about 3 years old. And I wanted an albino corn snake, and here she is. Hi, Pintu. Yeah, a lot of people don't know about snakes, and that's kind of, look at how yellow she is on the side there. Oh gosh, she is pretty. And Carrot is kind of androgynous enough that if she turns out to be a male, I'm just going to have to remember more than anything. Obviously, they don't care what they're called, but I'd like to know what organs are inside my snake. Like if she has ovaries or like hemipenes, I kind of need to know. You used to keep bull snakes. Yes. It's like one of the largest colubrids, isn't it? Or at least popular pets. This is a corn snake. For those of you just joining, her name is Carrot. She's brand new, and you're going to be seeing her more on the channel. She's being very sweet. She's a little timid. She's holding on to me very, very tightly right now. But she's been hiding under her humidity box all day. Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Yours is pinkish orange. Aurora wants a snake. Aren't there like no snakes in the UK or something though, on the island? Least popular pet, yeah, they are very, oh really, they're very endangered. I watch the giant YouTube channel Snake Discovery, and they breed bull snakes, all different kinds of morphs and stuff. It's really interesting. Corn snakes are great pets, Aurora. They're pretty easy. Well, she's quite cold right now. She needs to warm up a little bit in her basking spot, but I've had her one day. Hi, sweetie. Look at that pretty face. Yeah, but Carrot is a perfect name for her, isn't it? Aurora's not in the UK. Oh, Cujo's in Ireland. I didn't know that. So, Philip, was that a yes to there aren't any snakes? Because that's what I thought I heard. Hello, darling. Oh, I got dirt on my shirt. That rhymes, so it must be true. Yeah, Mike, that sucks. People misunderstand and kill them, even though you're more likely to be killed in a car than you are by a venomous snake. Easy Bake has 2 corn snakes. An adult corn for $300? That must have been a special morph then. That's really expensive for a corn. Yes, there are snakes in the UK. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how I heard that. Oh, you're not an island, but you think that island doesn't have snakes. Aurora's in the US. Okay. So I'm going to put her back. Where is she? Hi, sweetie. Let me switch you around and you can, whoops. You can see her go back in if she wants to. Yeah, you want to go warm up, sweetie? And you know she's albino and not leucistic because she has the red eyes. I mean, everything about this snake is bright red and orange. Ironically, the bull snake is one of the few species that consider rattlers prey. Ugh. Humans being hypocritical or backwards? What? Say what? Jane's gonna be right back. You just bought a sunbeam snake this weekend. So you want to breed her to get more captive bred in the United States. Cool. Yeah, her name is Carrot. She came with that name, and I'm going to keep it because I just think it's adorable. Why don't you warm up? Because your heat's about to go out, I think. Is Sunbeam a morph? Like a combination of morphs? Because I'm not familiar with that. She's probably going to go right back and dig under her humidity box again. But this is the warm side, but it's on the ground. Humidity's not correct because I just put water in here. But 82 degrees under the light, but all the way at the bottom. So this basking spot's probably in the 90s. Oh, Sunbeam is the snake that is iridescent. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Did you just dig all the way under there? Nope, there's your face. Oh, yep, she's going under it. All right, I'll check her tomorrow and make sure she's still, make sure she warms up a little bit. She must have made a little cave for herself down there. That's where she wants to be. Now, the good thing about bringing the tanks as well as the snake is that she's familiar with this tank. I had to redecorate, you know, put the furniture in differently, but it's the same substrate. It's the same smells. I'm also quarantining these guys. Look at how pretty she is. Oh my gosh. Albino corn. Now, she could be other morphs, and I don't know because the previous owner didn't really care about that stuff. It's not important to me either, really, but I like to know. But I mean, I know she's albino, but she could be something else. Yeah, she's a brilliant color, Philip. Sunbeam. Yeah, I understand what you're saying now. The Sunbeam is like a sandboa box of dirt. Sandboas are so derpy and funny. She looks like an albino with anery. It could be. Could be. I want to post her in a Facebook group, and wow, that humidity reading is really off, so I hope the temperature reading's okay. I have a temp gun that I've been checking the cage all day. This is the first full day she's been here, but this is the same exact tank, minus a little redecorating of the furniture for Carrot here. So I'm going to let her settle in. Aurora's away from keyboard. She was so spicy when I tried to get her out for the transport. She was tail buzzing and like striking at me and all this stuff, and I'm like, you're like, the corn snake was the aggressive one and the hawknose was really sweet, and I'm like, what universe is this? Well, it makes sense for 2025, doesn't it? As does cool too. All right, you want to see the hoggy? I want to see the hoggy because I haven't picked him up all day. Oh, darn it. I got to take his light off the timer for a few minutes. Here. Set you down for a second here. You guys are going to love him. Why do I make this so difficult? Okay. Yes, okay. Okay. Let me show you the tank. Both of these are open fronts, so the doors are in the front instead of the top. I have wanted to get basically this exact enclosure for a while now, and I have one. My friend's son came over and decided he wanted to put a plane crash in the tank, so that's fine. The problem is going to be, where is this little guy? Because he is much smaller than Carrot. He's not in the humidity box. He's not in the hides. I think he's been dug down all day. So I'm going to have to go through all of this substrate and find him. He's probably going to be in a corner. We had the same problem. Oh, I'm getting the stuff all over the place again. We had the same issue when I went to pick him up. I was like trying to find him, and the guy was like, "I promise you he's in there." I was like nervous for a second. Green Room Pythons. Yes, I do. I do watch that. Okay, let me catch up on the chat a little bit. Yeah, there's lots of snake books. I try to keep some care guides, especially for people who have never dealt with these animals before. But I do a lot of online research and stuff. Besides the hognose, I bought you a big Christmas gift. It's a baby still. An Asian water monitor. Awesome. I do not have the space for that kind of critter right now. Here he is. I can feel you. You are very buried. You are very cold. Where's your face? Look at him. Look at the piggy face. Look. Jane's back, had to stir a big thing of hot chocolate. Now your hand hurts. Oh, darling, you are very cold. All right, I'm going to turn it around. And let's see if the lighting cooperates. Yes. The lighting's not great, sorry, but... And I kind of wanted to show you the enclosure, like, while we're... Oh, no! I dropped you. Are you okay? Okay. The magnet... Are you still there? Ah, everything's crazy. All right, I'm going to have to hold you for a minute. This little guy... Everybody there? Okay. You guys went for a ride. He is very cold, but he got to choose where he was in this amazing tank. But he's much smaller. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm never going to see him in that tank. So I think we're going to do some switcheroo stuff. But these guys need to quarantine first, even though they were taken very well care of. If they carry any kind of bacteria or something that my snakes or other reptiles aren't used to, it can wipe out your whole collection. So I'm going to keep them, quarantined at least a month. I forget what else I was going to say about that. Eats Aurora's arm in payback. Okay, so Carrot came with the name Carrot. This little guy, he's 2 or 3 years old as well. The lighting is really bad, but you can see his pattern. Carrot came with this guy whose name was Celery. Which is, look at his belly. Oh, do you see that yellow? Sorry, I'm so shiny, but... Hi, Tim. Thank you. Oh, I remember you, I think. You're one of the Falconry watching people. This is my new hognose snake, and yes, this is called the reading report, but I ran out of that stuff, so now I'm showing you a sneak peek of my new pets. So I didn't want to keep the name Celery for him, so I decided to name him Dante. And yes, this is book related because I have been through hell. So, and I have a long way to go before I hit paradise. So in honor of Dante's Divine Comedy, this is Dante. That's one of your dog's names. Aw. This is a confirmed male. But look at how sweet he is. For a hog, they can be very, sassy. Did you just hiss at me a little bit, though? Why did you stay in the coldest corner that you could possibly stay in? He is pushing some air out a little bit. It's not exactly a hiss, but... Hi. Hi. It won't focus on him. Certain angles he looks angry, and other angles he looks like the sweetest, cutest little thing. Blossom is your profile pic? Oh, okay. You have your dog Blossom and your dog Cookie. Anyway, I think he's normal coloration, and he does have a lot of spots, so he's not like the anaconda morph. I know a lot of you are not going to have no idea what I'm talking about, but in case anybody is interested, the only difference with him is that, see how he has like stripes on the top? So I think he's some kind of morph. He's not exactly grayscale, but maybe he's like a hypomorph that keeps the colors light. But let me see where he wants to go in his tank, and we'll just kind of watch him. He has a heat panel up here because hognose snakes are diggers. They don't really bask, but it's important for them to get warmth. Where are you going? Oh, you want to go in your tube? Yeah, go in your tube. You can fit. I know you can fit because this was what you had before. He's so sweet. Oh, look at him coming out the hole. I swear everything this animal does is cute. Now, it is nighttime right now, and they don't really need heat overnight, so the temperature gauge back there is... But isn't the tank amazing? It's amazing. He loves his little ball to go through, and I am just so happy that I got both of these animals, and I can't wait to introduce them on the channel. We're going to have 5 minutes with my animals with them. He has a little bit of a stubby tail, so I think there was some kind of, I don't know if it was tail rot or just stuck shed or something, but I noticed that, but that's the only issue that I've noticed with these guys so far. Snake teeth are like needles. Yeah, but these snakes are so small that I have been bitten by my rat snake. Usually it's my fault. What are you doing? He's like going in reverse. I didn't even know you could do that, bro. I mean, I guess I did, but the way he's doing it is just really interesting. It's like a full-on reverse. You didn't want to go in the tube anymore? No, I want you to stay in. Yes, you can go behind the bush. This was supposed to go over there anyway. Isn't he precious? I'm sorry if you guys don't like snakes or something, but I just adore him. See what I mean about the stripes? Like the dots start to form stripes and get like a reduced pattern. But I've never had, you know, a normal morph in my hands, so maybe this is just normal. But yeah, I have been bitten, obviously non-venomous. Actually, hognose are technically rear-fanged venomous, which means if you let them chew on your hand and get to the back of their mouth, they have a mild venom. But it's not dangerous to people because there's no regulating, you know, of these snakes. Like, they're fine. They're safe. So you don't have to worry about it, but they technically have a little venom, apparently, in the back. And that's because they grab onto, like, toads, frogs, and sometimes small mammals in the wild. And it helps them to hold on, like, to be able to eat. You're gonna show me some of the cool emojis? Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about after this, so I'm just gonna watch him dig. Actually, I don't think he's digging. I think he's up under the bed. I may have to add some... See, but this keeps the heat in. I may have to add some heat overnight, especially with the birds. Look at that little thing. Huge. Uh-oh. The audio cut out. Can you hear me now? Because I had my finger over it, and I've got you, like, inside the snake tank. You can hear me. Okay, good. Thank you for telling me, because I need my chat to communicate. He's just gonna chill there. He's probably a little confused. The lights went out, and then they came back on after I grabbed him. Okay, Philip can hear me too. That's good. But yeah, he's got, like, the previous owner has these plants on the wall. He's got the ball for him to climb through. The aspen bedding is typical for hoggies. Again, they're diggers. So, I see you, Philip. It's okay. Random stuff from a video you saw. Dyslexia is hard to spell. Yes, it is. You have to stutter to say stutter. Kinda. People who have a lisp can't say lisp correctly. I don't know how to say that last word. Oh, sorry, bro. Bro. What am I even saying? I don't know. I'm so weird. I could just play with him, like, all day and be happy, but I don't want to stress them out too much either. So I'm thinking I'm going to put my biggest snake in here, which is now the biggest tank that I have. I have to wait till after quarantine. I have to make sure that these snakes are adjusted to whatever's about to happen. So it's going to take a few months at least. I'm going to put the corn snake in Arya's tank and then put this guy in Carrot's tank, because the smallest snake would then be in the smallest tank. And while they are going to get bigger, I can always move them back around. And also, I mean, this is a new tank, so I do have to give it a deep cleaning before I, move anybody in and out, but that's fine. I see the little spots. My cat loves the most his shoes. I've met cats that are like that. Would Carrot get along with him? That's a great question. No. They're not snake eaters, either of them, but I don't know if Carrot is a boy or girl. He's been a little aggressive when he sees Dante. So it just wouldn't be worth it to try them together. Now, my rat snake has actually accidentally bred with a corn snake. They're able to hybridize. They're able to, like, produce. Maybe I hear my kitty. They're able to reproduce together and be, half and half. But hoggies are a different thing entirely. Thanks, Philip. Yeah, I look forward to talking to you too. I'm gonna go back upstairs in a few minutes. Hi, kitty. I'm reading your comment, Aurora, but I can't say those words. Like, I don't know how to say those words. It's not that YouTube doesn't allow it. I just don't know how to say those words. And we have another animal visitor. You wanna say hi to everybody? It's like, yeah. What do you need? What do you need? I'm my very loud Siamese cat. And then here's my new challenge, is to remember to close the door, because they're clear and, like, they're pretty clean, and they look like they're closed. And if this little guy got out of my house, I would never find him. But he is super cute, and I adore him. I'm gonna have to park you guys somewhere for a second while I take care of the cat. I'm gonna try to set you up so that you can see the snake while I try to feed my cat, but my magnet fell off of my phone, so I can't do anything. He has some strong opinions on the new snakes. Yeah, you could say that. Philip, you should get a cat. Off topic. Please go off topic. I do not mind at all. Any more falconry videos? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm coming, sweetie. I don't know if you saw the training video that I posted Friday. And I have a bunch more to edit. I've been flying her. I have flights from last season that I need to get up, but they're going to be like long videos. So it's taken me a little bit. But yeah, if you haven't checked out that training video, please go do that. And Jane's going to go silent. Thank you for just watching. Like, I appreciate that so much. All right, let me put you back on the thing and let you kind of watch Dante's face back there while I deal with the cat. I'll be right back. Where'd you go? Dave, where'd you go? Where did my kitty go? What are you doing? Are you okay? What are you doing? Come here, baby. Come here. It's okay. Yeah, this is crap. Let's get rid of this. You ready? You ready for more food? What do you need? I don't know what to give you. How about the beef one? Although you have the beef one over there. Are you gonna eat this? I don't know if you're gonna eat this. It smells good. Yes, hi. Let's try. Come on, you can do it. All right, let's see who's still here. Where did he go? I think he's digging behind his house. Carrot is out still. Hello, sweetie. I just put this tube in there. I see your little nose. Can I boop your snoot? Indom is here. Hi, Indom. We were wondering when you were gonna turn up. This is Carrot. She's new. I need to catch up on the chat, but I'm gonna go upstairs. Look at the little snoot. And this little snoot. Hi. Snoot. Yes. Okay. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Let me turn the lights off for Dante real quick. Hold on, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't just embarrassing. I don't know what was in camera there. Thank you for coming with me around my house. Xavier. Okay. I'm going to try this tripod upstairs again. Let's go back upstairs. Ready? I have to make sure this light goes off because the other one went off. I see a lot of people. I'm sorry, Mike. Let me catch up on the chat here. Actually, I can just leave you on this one as long as the magnet holds out. So, yeah, so that's my new critter. Let me get my water because I've been talking a lot. You know what? No, forget it. Okay. Yes, I'm in unicorn pajama pants. Yes, I is. Okay, let's catch up on the chat. So that's my unboxings and my reading progress and my 2 new snakes. And my tripod is annoying. I don't want you to see that much of me. Oh, such great filming techniques I have. Okay. Doot, 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 doot. All right, catching up, catching up. Yeah, you should get a cat, Philip, for sure. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, if you haven't seen the other video, go check it out. I think I already said that. I'm just like seeing how far behind I am. Phyllis says, I saw a video of your bird. Yeah, there's quite a few. I try to release those on Fridays. Occasionally, I would release an animal video on Sundays as well, but I'm doing this now, and I like it, so I'm just going to keep doing it. Happy Christmas. I'm not even going to try to read your comment about the hippopotamons for Aurora. Yeah, exactly, Cujo. And there's Indom's entrance. Yes, Aurora is also doggy, aka not long now till Christmas. No, a couple days. This is the shortest day of the year. And now, at least in the Northern Hemisphere, and now it's going to get lighter. And I can't wait because it's hard to work with a falconry bird after work in the dark. So I have to do it on the weekends. No eat, be nice. Ugh. All right. Roar's in a hell-causing mood. My goodness. Oh, what happened? All right, I'm up to the one where Mike says, sorry, he's intermittent. It's been a rough few days. It's funny how we seem so fine on the chats, because like your live stream today, you seemed, you seemed fine. But we have our rough days that we just kind of push down. Could you like the slow-mo shot? Yeah, were you the one that commented on it? Because I can't find that comment now. You had like a timestamp. I think it was you. I love putting it in slow-mo. I love watching them back and editing them because it's so cool to see her in the slow-mo. I love it. And I'm reading your comments and I'm not reading every single one out loud. Sorry, but I see you. Merry Christmas or whatever holiday you might celebrate. Your glorious entrance. Sorry, I'm reading it like way behind. Lady Hawk. Yes, I did see that. That is an awesome movie. I'll explain what it's about in a second, but let me, still dark early in the UK. Yeah, but it's going to get 1 minute lighter every day. At least it is here where I am. I basically have to be a meteorologist between the reptiles and the bird outside. So, and I have to try and replicate natural daylight cycles for the animals. So I'm always aware of like how many hours of daylight are there. All Indom wants is for you to stop eating him. Doggy's funny. Uh-oh, Jane, what's going on? You deleted your comment because you used a curse word. Did you? I read it and accessed it and I hadn't responded to it yet. And then I went to respond to it and it wasn't there. And I thought it was a me problem. I mean, there's obviously some words are not appropriate, period, but like, yeah, and Indon points out you could have edited it. Yeah, Indom's gonna stay while he edits. Yeah, I saw your T-Rex taming short or whatever. No, Indominus taming short, and I really expected him to eat his arm. Speaking of eating. No problem. I invite lurkers to hang out. If anyone wants me, just say by name Fly. Okay. And no, I'm just kidding. You got to finish 2 edits. If you are still here, you can. The cat again. Can you hear him? Hello. Are you just fussy today? You seem very angry. You're just loud. Okay. Was it good? I don't know. I guess so. I wasn't sure if you were recording something like a screenshot or if you were creating it from scratch or whatever. Aurora, just eat the burritos, not any of the other things. What is Jane? What's happening with Jane? Philip is making YouTube videos as well. Yeah. Oh, that was your first animation. Oh, then it was very good. Yeah, no, then it was very good. I think I watched some of yours, Philip. Maybe I haven't gotten to it yet. I have to go into the office, so I can't just have YouTube on in the background like I used to at home, you know, because it's going to bother coworkers and stuff. So I'm way behind on my YouTube watch list. You're welcome, Indom. I still don't have my mouse over here. What is wrong with me? You have one new video? Okay. It probably told me about it and then I forgot. Sorry. I have a want to watch list, just like I have my want to read list. What is your favorite animal? Great question for the entire chat. Oh, Aurora ate you. That's why you were putting that face. Yeah, well, she does that. You'll come back to life. It's fine. You have endless life. Okay, hopefully my cat is going to go settle down. Yes, okay, he's going to bed. You have 2 favorite animals? Okay, go for it. Indom is thinking about it. If I had to pick one, it would be orcas or killer whales. Those are my favorite. If I had to pick one. I obviously love raptors. I love literally all animals. I mean, you're gonna see me get excited and like for anything almost. However, my weird animal that I love is called an okapi, and it's in the giraffe family, but it if you look at it, it's a cross. But it looks like a cross between a giraffe and a zebra, kind of. I love orcas. I love orcas. They're like my religious experience animal for some reason. I love horses too. Like it's so, I've had like a focus animal like throughout my life, and it's not always the same animal. And I'm not an animal person. Oh no. Well, one is a species thing. Okay. Kuja's current favorite animal is an Anna's hummingbird. Oh, I love them. We don't have them here in the East. I don't think I've ever seen one in the wild. I'd have to check my book because we went to Arizona and saw some interesting hummingbirds. Aurora points out dinos. Yes, they count. Yes, dinosaurs count as your favorite animal. Orcas are so cool though. They really are. I love them so much. I need to go see them in the wild. I've seen them in captivity, but I've not seen them in the wild, and I am going to cry. I am going to cry. Yes, Aurora agrees that dinosaurs count. Probably Gigacharka or Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus and dragon? I guess fictional animals can count. I do love dragons. You love robins as well. Yeah, and the British robins are so much cuter than our robins. Our robins are bigger and they look completely different. Jane's going to post the video. I forgot what you mean already. I'm sorry. I thought he meant alive animals. Dinosaurs were alive at some point. I mean, I think they count. I think they count. They were real. The Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. I need to watch like the rest of the Jurassic World movies. It's pronounced car. Huh? It just makes me think of there's a bird, there's a raptor called a cara, or is it cara? I don't know. But it's named after the sound that it makes, and I always forget how to say it. It reminds me of that. You also like Godzilla, fair. I never really got into like the Godzilla movies. I don't know why. Giant lizard, you'd think I would, but Philip says yes, I think, to the Robin thing. Snock? Who was Snock? Well, was that the Spinosaurus? Godzilla Minus Zero was my favorite movie last year. Awesome. Oh, well, I have to say it right then. Car is pronounced car. Facts. Just the facts. KOTM. Remind me what that means. Is it king of the something? Aurora got misgendered. I'm sure they didn't mean anything by it. Yeah. Aurora / doggy is she, her. Oh, Snock. Okay, I was right. Snock is the Jurassic Park 3 Spino. See, and is apologizing. You are female, called Doggy or Aurora, and loves eating people and burritos. Weren't you eating something else in another live stream? Because we were trying to send you emojis. Anyway, yeah. The last time I had 3 snakes, it was the corn, the king, and the rat snake. And they're kind of basically the same kind of snake. Mike is making stuff earlier. He mentioned bull snakes, which are also shaped exactly the same, but they're kind of known for their sassiness, and they're huge. I mean, compared to the other called colubrids, which are it's the family, I believe, Colubridae of snakes. So there's more information about that you didn't need, but is in my brain. You're misgendered on Roblox a lot. Yeah, probably the doggy one. I don't know what your screen name is on that. I don't know. It actually made you feel for the human characters. It was not just a big monster movie. That I would probably love. And Dom says he can imagine, yeah. Esther, hi. Esther's someone else who's been here before. I really need to make lists of you guys because I forget. Some of you have been here, like Indom's been here for almost every stream, and that's amazing. So I recognize him, but and Aurora / Doggy has been here for quite a while. Mike, is the only one named Mike, is making stuff. I don't know, I just remember that screen name, so that's kind of easy. Plus, I've been on his channel a little bit. You wanna edit in but you gotta finish your Christmas. You have a dinosaur Christmas special coming out? That's amazing. I'd be on a game and someone be like, bro, he killed me, and I'm like, she. The struggle is real. But most people, you'd let them know and they don't mind. They don't know. Oh, and I don't know what else you were gonna say. Yay, you have, okay, yes, you have a Christmas special. Esther, is everything okay? It's okay. It's okay. It's not amazingly great, but it is definitely okay. Like, I'd even say today was good, or at least pretty good. I got a lot done today, moved some things around in the house. This white thing is gonna have another spot now, so it's not like sitting in the middle of the room. Oh, you almost leaked it. No, I didn't see the message that you retracted, but I don't think anybody is gonna mind if you tell us what it was about. It's nearly time for your Christmas in the UK. Yeah, it's same date here. We've got a couple UK people here. Philip's in the UK as well. Yeah, and it's late for you guys, so I'm glad you're here. Happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, whatever you might be celebrating. Boxing Day. Yeah, that's a weird. It's kind of like Black Friday over here, I think. You're misgendered a lot on all these games. Whew, that's a lot of lingo there. You roast people. How's my cat doing? He was on the chat a minute ago. He's doing well. He's having a little bit of a weird day today. But I'm, continuing to give him meds. He's eating. He gained weight the last appointment, so he's stable at the very least. So thank you for asking. It's 20 to 12 at night here. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit, though? It's not that late. I guess it's only 6:40. So what are you, like 11:40 p.m.? As we say here in the States. 20 to 12. Oh, wait. I thought you were talking about the temperature outside. But you were talking about the time. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's close to midnight. Aurora is an hour behind me, I think, in Central Time. And her phone is dying. Oh no. My phone is fading fast, although I have been on almost 2 hours. It's at 38%. And I do have work tomorrow and Tuesday, but we should be off the rest of the week. Right now, I don't have a Friday video, but maybe I'll just make a little one introducing the snakes. Cool. Do you have books or want to chat with us? I am chatting with you. I did unbox 2 books. One was a book of poetry. I know it's backwards. The other one was like about intimacy, specifically from Black women's perspectives. I'm just going to say intimacy so I don't have to read the title of it. But it's nonfiction and it sounds fascinating. So both of these, of course, I want to read everything that I unbox, but both of these are high on the list, actually. Especially because this one's so short and it's poetry. It'll probably take me like an hour, Maybe I'll bring it to work. But yes, I had books, and now I'm chatting with you. So all of the things. And I talked about what I was reading at the beginning of the stream as well. Yeah, let's say what percentage our phones are at. I love this. I love you guys. I love these live streams so much now. I really do. Indom was about to say, what do you mean? Boxing Day, yeah. 18%. Aurora's hanging on. Philip's at 47%. And Indom is at 36%. So, oh, wait. Wait, Indom, how are you on? You have 2 phones? I thought Philip was winning with 47%, but then Indom said 93%. So now Indom's in first place. Although your editing phone is 36%. You've been editing all day. Wow. Esther's phone is on a charge. That's cheating. Philip asks who else is from the UK. If you are comfortable sharing, you do not have to share at all. Aurora's getting better at editing. What kind of videos do you edit, Aurora? Esther's from the UK. Cujo's at 63%. Wait, Cujo might be winning now. Indom, what's your question mark for? Yeah, Philip's getting low. I mean, mine's at 37% now. Cheater. Oh, music lyrics. That's interesting. Did you change your screen name, or did you? Yeah, I'm subscribed to you. I was gonna ask, or did you have a second channel? But I think I just answered that question myself by looking at your channel. One second. I'm trying to look into a book someone told me about before, but I can't find it. Someone said it was from the perspective of a horse, and I am intrigued. Esther, do you know what yin yang is? Yes. I wasn't sure if you were kidding or not, Indom. Yes, it seems like you are winning. Indom is winning the battery percentage. But it's kind of cheating to have 2 phones also. So, I don't know. You had 105 subs, though. That's good. 104. Uh-oh, somebody dropped off. Steal a brain rot mutation? Whew, I guess I'm getting out of it. Hi, Aurora. Okay. Sorry, Esther said hi. Aurora's away from keyboard. Indom said bro. Philip said hi with a bunch of wavy hands or something. Indom says, all right, motion ain't letting me export. Aw. Indom says, is this? I don't know what you're talking about. That's called skill. Jane is back. Welcome back, Jane. The battery percentage games 2025. Speaking of bruh, did you hear what our president is proposing? Speaking of games, I don't even know what's going on over here, man. It's like the darkest timeline. Who will take gold? I think Indom's winning the battery percentage games at 93%. It's kind of smashing the competition there because I think second place is 63%, but silver medal is still pretty good. Yeah, Indom's gonna. Oh no, Jane's at 32%. I'm at 36 already. Oh, and I have a foot cramp. Okay. 92 bow. Now. You're still winning. I think you're going to win by a landslide, actually. 46%. Jane's now at 31. And Tom, just take the gold now. This is why I love these streams, because we get so random, and it's just so much fun. Oh my gosh. And then I want to talk to you guys forever, but I'm like, responsibilities. That's no fun. Mm-hmm. And here is your your gold medal. I don't have a necklace other than what I'm wearing, so I'm going to put a hanger over your neck. And Indom is our gold medal winner. I think it was Cujo in silver medal. I think it was Philip, bronze medal, 3rd place. Thank you, Philip. Congratulations, Indom. You are the battery percentage games winner. I don't know if everybody told me their favorite animal. We were talking about that earlier. Because I want to know. Even if you have 8 favorite animals, let's talk about it. Or books. I'm so off topic. These get a little riled here. Riled? Riled up? Wild? What am I saying? This is just whatever we want to talk about. Oh yeah, you can put the medals as an emoji. Jane has to go. That's okay. We will see you in another one. I'm probably going to pop a live stream somewhere in during the week. I have some friends visiting though, so that'll be nice. There's something in you that the world needs. Are you talking about me? That's so sweet. Indom with the gold, Cujo with the silver. Philip has lots of Christmas presents. I'm behind because I was in the hospital and kind of thinking about other things that was going on. So I'm a little late with my gifts. Some of them are going to get here after Christmas for my friends, but Mike is back. Hello. We mentioned you a little bit because we mentioned bull snakes again. Esther says, wow. And I forget why already. You're here with a confession. Oh, scandalous. 4th wing, send more. And no, don't. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for retracting that. We don't want to do that there. As long as I'm better. Yeah, I'm definitely better. I think once the house is officially, like, officially empty, let's say, it's gonna be there's gonna be up and down days, I think. Hopefully never as down as the day I went in. You love the series. Okay, okay. So I will. Jane made a great comment. Oh, thank you. This is a channel where all are welcome. That's the vibe I get. Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, if you're a jerk to people, I don't want that. But otherwise, all are welcome. I'm looking better. Thank you very much. I don't know how to say the quote that Esther just said. Fourth wing. Fourth wing. Okay. So I read Fourth Wing because I read the Acotar series, which is A Court of Thorns and Roses, is the first one. The first one is kind of a Beauty and the Beast kind of retelling, but it's a fantasy. She, like, is a human that discovers this world that she thinks is evil, and it's not. Like, it's really, really good. And I read all 5 books in the Court of Thorns and Roses series, and then everybody said, you have to read Fourth Wing next. So if you love Fourth Wing, you should go back and read A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's a little more flowery, I guess, but it's amazing. The characters are some of my favorites now. Oh my gosh. So Court of Thorns and Roses series for sure. Fourth Wing for me, I didn't like it as much as Acotar because I don't find the romance partners hot. Like, so listening to them have a spicy scene was ick for me, especially because I see Violet as, like, a child, even though I think she's just a small adult, but, like, they went to a school, so I thought they were, like, teenagers, and then there's Spice, and I'm like, whereas the Spice in Acotar, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read this again. But the dragons, my God, the dragons in Fourth Wing, I absolutely adore that half of that universe. I would love to see a series or movie made in the Fourth Wing universe. I would be, and I listened to Fourth Wing in an audiobook. I think if I read it in print, I might have liked it more. So I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it. But everybody says that if, like, Acotar and Fourth Wing, you need to, like, do both. So that's my next recommendation. Male or female, I think people are enjoying it. Let me see what else I'm missing. I'm not a jerk, but as you can see from my language, you are fluent in Jerkinese. I kind of like going on your channel and just being able to curse and be an adult. I try to keep it a little tame on this channel because I want kids to be able to learn about animals and, you know, even the makeup stuff and the book stuff. I think I am gonna, if I get around to my, like, yearly book roundup, I think I'm gonna separate the spicy romance from the whole list because I want to be able to talk about it as an adult. So I might put some content warnings on the spicy video. I don't know. I haven't filmed anything yet. A Court of Thorns and Roses. Got it. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, I'm so excited. Did you read the rest of the Fourth Wing series as well? Because obviously, keep going. Because there's 3 books out, I believe. I read the first 2, and I have the 3rd one in print, so I am going to finish the series. I think it's going to continue, though. Okay, let me see. And what's going on? I don't know. Yeah, it gives the vibe first read. Yeah, with them being kids. Yes, how raw were they? Like, oh my God, did that happen? Yes, it was incredible. I loved any of the dragon scenes. I was like, this is one of the best things ever. But then the romance in it, I was just kind of like, I thought they were kids, and this is uncomfortable. Clipped? Wait, which one? What did you clip? You're on Onyx Storm. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I have in print. Books. Yes. That's what I wanted to theme this, but I want to just also chat with you guys. Yes. So I got really excited about Fourth Wing. See, it's like, and then I thought Zayden was a teacher because she was like, oh, he's the greatest warrior ever, but then he's also in the school. So I'm like, I don't understand this. Plus, I felt like it kind of went quick between scenes, whereas Court of Thorns and Roses is like, you're there for the whole ride. I clipped you saying that, you curse. Oh, how can I see this clip? I don't want you to, maybe you can post it and make it unlisted or something and like send it to me because I want to see it. Reported. Oh no. I did drop some F-bombs in that stupid chair video. But I think I content warned it. This will make you laugh. It's Wings of Fire for grown-ups. I just read the first Wings of Fire book this year, and I absolutely agree with that. 100% agree with that. Let me see if I can plug you guys in, because I think I'm going to want to chat for longer. It's only like nearly 7 o'clock here. If I really wanted to, I could just start another stream on my laptop, but I'm trying to let it, like, make me stop so that I go to bed. Okay. I don't know that charging is going to keep it from dying, but yeah, I want to read the whole Wings of Fire series. I really enjoyed that it was from the perspective of the dragons. But I only read the first one, and they were like the kid dragons, like, be kidnapped kind of like the whole time. So but I loved it. I loved the lore, and yeah, the different kinds of dragons. It is a lot like it now that I think about it. Just, yeah, with X-rated material. Do I read books a lot? I sure do. Indam's gonna be right back. If you remember, you will. Okay. Wait, you gotta wait until what? Something, until you post it. And your 11-year-old is deep into Wings of Fire, and he's talking about the plot, and I was like, dude, don't say that. Which book is he in? I mentioned a channel called Snake Discovery that I learned a lot about hognose snakes and stuff from, and everything. They have a whole reptile zoo, but Emily, who is basically the face of that channel, she always recommends the Wings of Fire books, and I'd never read them. So I found one this year. I just pushed a piece of thing off my face, but it was on my phone, not on my face. So I had always wanted to read them. So I did. I read the first one and I loved it. You just finished volume 7. Okay. Hope my day was good. Thank you. You too. And everyone else as well. But yeah, I'm at, what did I say earlier about how many I've read? I've read 56 books this year. And that's the second highest I've ever read in a year. I was just obsessed with reading because I didn't want to be where I was at. So yeah. Thanks, Mike. Yeah. That I'm kind of, and I want to finish at least one more by the end of the year. But how am I ever going to make a video with all of it? Like, I want to make a year-end roundup video, but even if I only talk about each one for a minute, it's still going to be an hour long. You'll be reading Dragonlance. I have not read that. Let me see if it's on my list, though. It is already. I have someone who, I think it's who recommends a lot of dragon books to me. If you're still here, let me know, because I have another mission for you. Is that Anne McCaffrey? No, but those are great dragon books as well. Is the first Dragonlance one that Dragons of Autumn Twilight? Am I looking at the right one? Anne McCaffrey, I have read. The first one's called Dragon Song. I completely forgot about that series. I need to finish that series. Yes, it's technically Dungeons and Dragons, but it's such an amazing story. I'm just, ever since Game of Thrones ended, really, I've been trying to chase that dragon high, if you will. It won't let me click into it. Gosh, Goodreads is lagging a lot. Yeah, I'd love to read it. I'd love to read it. There are dragons also. So this is the same author. I just finished the 6th book. This is an 8-book series. It's behind me. This is the same author as Acotar, Court of Thorns and Roses, but it's called the Throne of Glass series. Spoiler alert, a little bit, just for one beat of it. There are wyverns in here, which is a type of dragon. And it's pretty awesome. I don't think the dragon lore in here is as good as Fourth Wing dragon lore, though. But it's a good fantasy story. I think Acotar is the way to go, though. For the type of story that it is. But we'll see what I love. Like, this book ruined me and is amazing. Here, read it. Like, I want to talk about it with other people. World War II. Oh, what did I say? World War II is still going deep in the African jungle. I hope not. I mean, I know some stuff is going down in certain African countries, but it's not the 1940s. It's not. It's Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. Oh. No, that's the one I'm looking at. Yeah, Weiss, Hickman. Maybe it's just a different book in the series. Dragons of Spring Dawning. Let me click on the series and see if that comes up. Dragons of Spring. That's the 3rd book. Yeah, I was looking at the first one. It does say Dungeons and Dragons inspired. Kevin, you don't need to be here anymore. Sorry. Not sorry. Autumn Twilight Volume 3. Oh, you just said that. Did I literally read half of your comment and then read the other one? I don't know what I did. Okay. Cujo, thank you. It's like, what is going on? I like to give people a chance to, like, not be spammy or a bot, but if you're starting to do weird stuff, like I'm still learning when I have to draw that line. Sometimes it's very obvious and I'm just like, banned. But otherwise I'm like, okay, be a real person, and then I don't have to block you, but whatever. All right, but when you say it's a huge story, be prepared. Dragonlance is 169 books? What? Okay, it does not say that on Goodreads. It says there's... It says... No, I believe you, but it says there's 5 primary works, but 12 total. I don't think that's accurate, though. Oh, okay. It says the original 3-book series, which started Dragonlance universe, and then this series is followed by Dragonlance Legends. Let me click on that. There's probably just branches of the story, especially if it's Dungeons and Dragons. That makes sense. It's like you're making it up as you go anyway. Indom was back. You're making a null video? Halfway done? Gotcha. Bob, you have one chance to not be gross, and then you're gonna get blocked. Take note, George R. R. Martin. Yes, please. Because I mean, to be fair, each Game of Thrones book could have been split in 2 and been a long book. You know, like we could have 10 instead of 5. But 169 Game of Thrones books. Let's do it, please. Each one in the perspective of a dragon. I would read that. Those are the core 12. Got you. Gotcha. Uh, yeah, we get exactly, we get a 10. Same story, but and that fourth book was that should have I don't know. It should have been merged probably. I understand why he didn't do it. There's no way he's going to finish that story in 7 books, and there's also no way that we're going to see them all. Maybe unfortunately after he passes, we can find out like what his intentions were, do a Tolkien thing where like we get some of his notes and like, you know, rough drafts and stuff. But I want him to finish it. I at least want to get you know, Winds of Winter. But there's at least there's no way he's going to make 7 books because he already split the story into for book 3 and 4. No, 4 and 5 are kind of parallel. Teaser of wait, of what? I'm confused. Sorry, Mike. But I'm glad you like Fourth Wing and you're reading. My favorite is Legends, the story of the twins. Caramon is huge and brawny and a warrior. His sickly twin brother, Raistlin, becomes a twisted sorcerer. That sounds good. Oh yeah, the Legends, it starts with Time of the Twins. But do I have to read the others before I read that one, or is it like just set in that universe? Let me click, see if Goodreads will let me click into it. It sounds like epic high fantasy, and I love that. Oh, all right. I may have spoiled it for myself then, because the Legends one seems to start where he's already a sorcerer. Aurora is back. Hello. Winds of Winter must be Stark related. They get best ending, I'm guessing. Based on the show, yeah, they kind of do. I'm not going to say who lives. I was about to. But I think they have the most people. I don't know. The most people that survive. The most main characters that survive, maybe? And a half? You know what I mean. Like all series, better for context, but not mandatory. Got you. Gotcha. That sounds like a beast to try and start with, but I want to go back to just the first one. I don't know, like, I love unicorns too, but dragons have just been my go-to fantasy creature. I just want to read all about dragons. I mean, going from Game of Thrones to House of the Dragon, I had already read the books corresponding to that and loved it, so, you know, there's plenty of material still in the Game of Thrones universe, but yeah, I like reading dragon stuff in other books as well. The lore is massive. Yeah, no kidding. It seems like it. When you bought the first Game of Thrones paperback, it had Jon Snow on the cover. Mine too. To you, he was the main guy. Yeah, I mean, I loved that the perspective changed in each chapter. Once you get used to it, you know what I mean? 1996. Yeah, I think mine, I didn't get mine in the 90s. I read them in the 2000s, I think, but I think it was an old cover. I have like 3 copies of each book. It's the same with Tolkien. I have like multiple versions. Yeah, I'm that kind of nerd. Yeah. Goodreads does not want to load the first Dragonlance one and let me read that one. I want to read about the twins. The bastard storyline resonated with you. I think it was meant to. I think any of the, like him, Tyrion, kind of any of the girls, honestly, but Daenerys, I mean, you know, they were looked down upon and cast down and had, you know, unfortunate situations and rose up. And he did that with characters in completely different ways over and over and over. And his brain, my gosh. The most romantic character, Lord Soth, who was a holy crusader, and he ended up the only member of the Order of the Black Rose, all because his love was murdered and when he went so hardcore. That is a classic storyline, isn't it? But I love that trope though. Like revenge stories. Love it. Cujo's agreeing with me. The rose he bought his love turned black from the venom in his soul. Oh, and it became like a Nazgul. That's fascinating. I want to read all the things. It's not fair. I want them all in my brain. Okay, finally loaded. The dragons have returned to Kryn. But with their arrival comes the departure of the old gods and all healing magic. As war threatens to engulf the land, lifelong friends reunite for an adventure that will change their lives and shape their world forever. Holy crap, that's a lot of names. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but... Wait, which one did you say was the revenge plot? Because the first, maybe the third one that you're reading? Martin's writing was pretty good on the Beauty and the Beast TV show. I forgot about that. I wonder, I don't know how to explain which TV show I watched, but I think it's the one you're talking. I guess I could look it up. Yes, that was the one. Yes. I completely forgot that he wrote on that one. I haven't seen that in a very long time, but I used to like it when I was still living at home. Just fed your elephant trunk snake? They eat fish? I've never heard of that. Mike says, wait, let me try. The names. I like to do stuff like I'll post some of the, especially the Game of Thrones names, I'll post them online and then see what people who haven't read the books think they are. Because some of them are so similar. You're going to make me read this comment? Oh my gosh. Kujus is the 1987 version. Yeah, I could have done it by that too, by year. Yep, exactly. I don't know why I liked it so much. I think I was fascinated with the prosthetics on his face. I just like wanted to, like, because I was 6 in 1987. So I must have seen it a little older than that. But it was only like 3 seasons, so I don't know. Star Wars has funny character names too. I you know, it's a sci-fi fantasy thing. And it wouldn't be the same without it. Dune had pretty normal names. And the non-English ones were based on Arabic, so it was a little more approachable. Although Dune is a beast of a book by itself. I tried to read Dune like 3 times before I actually was able to finish it, and I finished it after I saw the movie and had a face to put with the different characters. Hold on a second. Sorry. Hello. I'm back. Sorry. Okay, people are gonna prove me wrong about Dune. Hold on. 6 in 1987. That's a bit of a stretch. There's some numbers in there, but I get what you're saying. Okay, let me figure out. Mike, I don't want to read that comment. I will try, but let me catch up with the comments first. You were 10 or you were 11. Okay. Have I watched Butterfly Effect? I don't think so. Why am I thinking I watched it though? I don't think I watched it. And for the silly lovers in the room, Tasselhoff. Okay. That one made me laugh because of David Hasselhoff, and I'm like, is that on purpose? Because Tasselhoff is even more of a ridiculous name. He's something called a kender. This is how he gives directions to a place. Okay, I'll read that other comment in a minute. I already saw Indam's comment. Harkonnen, Atreides. Yeah, I guess those are pretty weird, but Paul, Jessica, like, you know, even Chani, like, it's not hard to do. Indam, stop. Go to the tree by the pond, smack the beehive, then they will chase you. Jump in the water that saves you and you're there. That is like a quote from Dwight from The Office. So it's like in like cryptic language. Aurora's phone is on a charger. What is mine at? Is it going up at all? No, it's at 29%. Cujo was born in 78. Yeah, I saw your screen name and thought maybe you were. Kenders know no fear, not because they're brave, but because they are so neurospicy that they have no idea what it even is. Blissful ignorance. Generally, I consider ignorance a bad thing, but blissful ignorance is nice sometimes. Cujo's actually a 500-year-old space vampire. Well, we would never know. We would never know because this is the internet. So you totally could be. And we'll never know. Is Jay still here? 6'7". All right. Hi. Neurospicy. I like that word. Yeah, I do too, but I've been reading romance books and spice means something else entirely. So what's the difference between neurospicy and neurodivergent, just in general? I'd like to know. Random numbers. You're going to get motivation. Cujo says to hush. Should I try to read this comment that Mike left? I mean, I could give you a bunch of Game of Thrones names that are just as ridiculous. I don't know if you've read or watched that, but Tanis Health. I can't even say the word half. Okay, hold on. People are commenting, but I'm going to try to read this. Tanis Half-Elven, Sturm Brightblade, Caramon Majer. It looks French to me. Raistlin Majer, Tasselhoff Burfoot. Oh my gosh. That's just a silly one. Flint Fireforge. I like that. Goldmoon Riverwind. I like those. Lorana. Kanan? Lorana. I like that. Tika Whalen. I still don't know how to say that. Majer? I have no idea what I just said. I hope you didn't just have me curse in a foreign language or something. Yes, I was born in 1981. You got it, Inna. Why did I not see your comment up there? I don't know. I mean, you guys see how my brain works. You can figure it out. And plot hook. Kenders borrow things they think are fascinating, so they randomly take things they find interesting, like a crow bringing me a shiny thing. Neurospicy reminds me of Neuromancer by William Gibson. Same. When I first started hearing that, yeah, it brought me to that. I have not read that, though. Yeah, I know what you meant. Indom is back. Okay. Neurospicy is a nice way of saying ADHD? AUDHD? Oh, is it autistic and ADHD? I think that's what that means. I don't know what I am. I'm some kind of neurodivergent. I'm not gonna share too much about it, but like I just got a different diagnosis that kind of fits me better, but the neurodivergence type, I don't know, we thought maybe ADHD for a little bit, but I don't know if it's a good fit. And Ritalin did diddly squat for me, so except keep me up all night. Bro, you're not doing this Christmas special? Why not? Is it too much? You have a couple days to finish it. Aurora has ADHD, so you know. And in that world, the gods favor the neurospicy. Hello, I definitely want to read this. Everything Tasselhoff takes turns out to, by fate, be a critical component to future events to change history. So, very important character. It's so boring it feels like a chore. Aw. Yeah, Cujo's saying why not either. You never got any fun out of it? Well, you don't have to do it. That's the beauty of having your own channel. You can do whatever you want. I started this as reading and books, and then went to snakes, and then went to battery percentage, and now we're back at books somehow, which is good. So you don't have to make it if you don't want to. Santa is counting on you. Uh-oh, you might have to. He can get his elves to do it. I would like some elves to help edit my videos, please. Okay, elves it is. I would like some help editing. I have so many videos recorded and I have not edited them. And they're gonna be like way out of date, like animals I don't even have anymore. Let me see. I'm at 29%. All right, it's going slower plugged in. Yeah, I can't even tell what's still on my face here. But it's like dry because it's winter, so I'm gonna put more lipstick on. I use lipstick like chapstick sometimes. I don't know. I just do. I was gonna ask Mike, have you heard of the Terry Pratchett Discworld books? Because Aurora's AFK, okay. If you haven't, it's like an epic fantasy but as a comedy. And it has it has some of the funniest characters and books I've ever read. It's a huge series based in that world, and there's kind of series within series that follow certain characters, but it's hilarious. It's also very strange. Some of the books are more like an acid trip, but like from what I've heard, but the rest are extremely funny, and I highly recommend it. Some of what you're saying kind of reminds me of characters in there, so that's why I made that bridge there. Example, he sees an evil wizard who worked centuries to lock away a trinket that would ruin his plan. Tasselhoff says, oh, this thing pulls it out and ruins the evil plan. I love that. That's so typical, like neurospicy. Yeah, it's like, oh, wait, this significant object. And I'm kind of like that too, where I'm like, oh, I already did the thing that you said we needed to do the thing. I don't know. I'm just like things go over my head all the time. Did Terry Pratchett write Mort? Yes, he did. The one about the Grim Reaper. Yes. I haven't read Mort, but I read Reaper Man. So Death is a character in this Discworld universe, and he is the best character, hands down. And he's funny. And in Reaper Man, he decides he doesn't want to have his job be death anymore. So he has a side, so he tries to become a farmer. It is one of the funniest books I've ever read. I read it twice. And you don't have to necessarily start at the beginning to understand what's going on. And he always, like, he in the book, he's always in all caps. And it's just so funny. Because, like, nobody, like, reacts to the fact that he's, like, the Grim Reaper looking. It's so funny. It's really good. You remember Mort having a lot of humor in it. Yeah, I think all of the, like, mini series that follows the death character is funny. I think the whole thing is meant to be funny. So Terry Pratchett definitely also recommends after Fourth Wing if you want to laugh instead of read spicy scenes. You know what must be a movie now because we have the proper tech to do it? Piers Anthony Split Infinity. I haven't read that yet. I'm sorry, I haven't read Piers Anthony or Isaac Asimov, and shame on me. I have that book, especially. I know I have that one. And I have some Isaac Asimov ones too, and I just haven't read them. And I think it's kind of because I was in a book slump, I needed stuff that like kept me, very interested. I'm fine, thank you. I was like, oh, he's gonna be like, what? But no, I haven't read it yet. But I do have Split Infinity, and I have a couple Asimov ones, and I can't remember what they're called. But you can post a non-spoiler summary of what Split Infinity is, and there are definitely some movies we could tackle better now with modern technology. Faux show. Just looking at I'm at 28%. Okay. Yeah, I think, and I didn't really realize this, like I thought I was reading an equal amount sci-fi and fantasy, but it was definitely fantasy heavy this year. I read Dune, and I read the fourth Dune book, which I still classify as sci-fi because it's space stuff. What was the other sci-fi I read? I thought some were like borderline or both, but when I look back on it, they really weren't. Last year I read the first 3 Dune books that were sci-fi. I only read 17 books last year. So I set my goal this year for 17, and I read 56. Oh my gosh. And Nam is back. Did you make the edit or not? It takes a ramp up of patience, kind of Sisyphus. I don't remember what that is. I should, but I don't remember. Aurora's back too. Like, you gotta give it time, then it takes off. Like, wee, yeah. And Nam's not making it. Okay, that's okay. You can make something else. Aurora's back at it again. Yeah, I think I kind of cheated because a lot of the romance books or just smut that I read was not a slow burn. And I kind of got addicted to that, like, payoff being early in the book. So I did read a few slow burn books in general, but I needed something to grab me right away this year, which is how I kind of consumed so many and I used audio, I used Kindle, I used physical books, did all the things. I'm gonna just upload an Astro Duchess Meow Meow edit. I am intrigued. On Christmas Day, okay. And does doggy give you a break? And I love that you stopped break in the middle. You broke the break because she's eating people. Clever. I see what you're doing. Sisyphus was our man doomed to push the boulder up the mountain. Okay. Okay. I thought Atlas, but that's the one with the rock on his shoulder. Then it rolls down. Womp womp. No, eats Mike. Stop eating people. And he couldn't even finish his comment. That was R.I.P. I love the name Sisyphus. Like, my favorite one I think is Persephone to say. Because it looks like Persephone, but it's Persephone. I'm not a big Greek Roman mythology reader. I love it. I think it's fascinating, and I studied it. But there's a bunch of books out lately that are based on that, or some kind of ancient mythology. There's one called Circe, which I don't even remember what it's about, CIRCE. That was supposed to be good. And then the other one, there's a catabasis new book, catabasis. I think it's supposed to say catabasis, where it's a Eurydice retelling where they he goes to hell to find his love or something, which sounds like Dante as well, but I think it's based on the Eurydice thing. Kuja said me either, but I forget why. Because I'm on a delay. Sisyphean, to engage in apparently useless and repetitive task without reward. You just named all of my hobbies. That includes YouTube too, doesn't it? Are we getting a reward from this? I don't know. I keep editing even though I'm not monetized. Hula hooping, not really a reward. Repetitive motion. Reading is even a repetitive motion. I mean, reading has a reward, but Sisyphean. I want to remember that and use it in day-to-day language now. Greek stuff. Yeah, exactly. You do like Greek salad. Me too. We're still eating people. Indam is back from the dead. From the stomach of Aurora. Sisyphean is such a damn eloquent word to drop on people. Yeah. I feel like especially in Texas. Do people even register what? Sorry, I'm not trying to knock on Texans. But, the culture is a little different from the northeastern United States in general. And I feel like Sisyphean, it's so satisfying to say. Yeah, that's a great word. If I'm even saying it right, I don't know. No, I'm right. Okay. I mean, all are welcome. I don't mean to generalize, but come on. More yeehaw in Texas. Exactly. There's a little yeehaw where I in particular live, and I know I'm vague about it all the time, but yeah, I think there's still more yeehaw in Texas. Sisyphean. Sisyphean yeehaw. I'm gonna come onto your channel and just say it. You just called me a sissy, you some bitch. Sisyphean, what did you call me? Sissa what? See, we are learning. That is our reward for doing this repetitive thing on YouTube. Sisyphean, and we've talked about Greek mythology a bit. Are we smart yet? I love this. What is this stream even about? I don't even know what this channel is about anymore. Sisyphean. I've got to work that into a YouTube video as well. I don't know. And now it is Atlassian. That doesn't have the same ring. Aurora's eating 3 people. Aren't you full, Aurora? Go eat your burritos. I know, Cujo. It's a hazard of being in my streams. You're gonna get eaten sometimes. I'm sorry. Aurora's never full. A previously thought of unattainable goal which has been achieved. What, the YouTube stuff? I saw you were getting super chats and stuff earlier today, which is awesome. I at least want to get to that level. Let me at least get to that level, please. Aurora said hi again. Yep, we see you. Oh, you're number 2 now. Yeah, you are. Atlassian. Atlassian. That makes me focus on the middle letters. And I don't want to be that thing. So. I think my lipstick's coming off now because I have layers. And you can't overdo the red or you have clown mouth. It's just like, it's winter, it's the heater's on, it's dry. Cools. Eats Indom and eats his edits. Oh no. Wait, did Indom switch channels? Like the effort and achievement of Atlas. Yeah, no, I mean I see the Atlas part of it, but I don't feel the same satisfaction saying that word as Sisyphean. It sounds like a country name, like if you're from Sisyphia, you're Sisyphean or something. It's amazing how many words, this is going to sound so dumb, but like how many words come from Greek mythology. Like gods and goddesses specifically. Sisyphean F's people up for real. I bet it does. They probably don't even react to it. I didn't know what I meant, and I'm fairly well read. Like, yeah, that's one to drop. I like onomatopoeia. That's my favorite. Big word. Not Greek mythology. But onomatopoeia is words that sound like they're describing. Like the word buzz has a buzz at the end of it. I'm not explaining it right. Close, Cujo. Close. Cassiopeia, which is I know it's a constellation. It's probably based on some kind of mythology. I don't know which one. But onomatopoeia, I don't know how to spell it. Hold on, let me see. Onomatopoeia. It's a very strange word. A type of word or the process of creating a word that phonetically imitates, resembles, or suggests the sound that it describes. Common onomatopoeia in English include animal noises such as oink, meow, roar, and chirp. There you go. Onomatopoeia. Herculean is another good one. That's true. I like that one. Aurora, you're just silly. Most people get Herculean, though. Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty popular. Your favorite word is in Japanese. Can you say it on YouTube without getting in trouble? Is that one word? Cujo? You might as well eat me because you've eaten everybody in the chat. Watch my phone die right when you eat me. That would be hilarious. Mono no aware? Oh, I see. Profound Japanese concept meaning the pathos of things. A gentle sadness or wistful awareness of life's fleeting beauty and inevitable impermanence. Wow. That's, wow. I was going to say that's very East Asian, but it's kind of, it's like depressing a little bit, and it's more like Russian feeling to me, like that melancholy about, I don't know, the meaning of life or something. Kind of like a saying, what's my phone on? It's on 27%. Did it go up? It might have gone up one. In Nom's back. It goes deep. Yeah, no kidding. Hi, Tyrone. You have one that you love, but it's German. Shit. What does it mean? Because I don't want to say it. Just in case. I feel like there's a chance that's something not great. I don't know. Hold on. Why is my phone telling me different things? Tell you when it's on 5%. Why? Melancholy is how you describe it. Okay, good. Shaden. Oh, that's not what I thought. Pleasure derived by someone from another person's misfortune. Let me see how Google pronounces it.
Schadenfreude.
Oh, that You just heard my voice on the stream. Schadenfreude? Is that what it was saying? I think. Schadenfreude? German always sounds angry. So does Russian and so does Mandarin. You just, no matter what you say, it sounds like you're angry. I don't think it's gonna last a 5%. It kind of goes from 10 to 0. Pleasure from another misfortune is also a very melancholy topic. I'm eaten. R.I.P. Oh well. Oh, you said to tell you when I'm on 5% so you can disappear me. That sounds so bad. No, don't do that. Man. True about German. Very angry sounding. Yeah. Yeah, Russian is too for me. I was thinking about how many languages I actually have on my Spotify playlist. I have music from all over the world, and I came up with like at least 15 different languages that I have songs in on my regular playlist. Mandarin is so hard to learn. Agreed. I don't know how. And the idea that there's no alphabet, it's just, what are they called? Pictograms, basically. The you know what I'm talking about. The type of writing. I feel like that's a whole different language too. To like be able to read it and speak it are different things. German F's you up. Check this out. English, hospital. French, hospital. Spanish, hospital. German, Krankenhaus. Why did we not call it that in English? Come on. Come on. English is a lot of German-based. Polish too sounds angry. Yeah. Yes, the writing and the I mean Japanese and Korean as well. As well, any of the East Asian ways of writing the language. Although I don't know much about the others. Like Thai and why can't I think of any of the other languages in that area? I'm getting tired. It's not even 8 o'clock. I feel like it's midnight. Ah, dear. Oh, dear. Krankenhaus. I should write that on a sticky and put it on my bookshelf. Because I've been... watch me watch this back and be horrified with how I look. But, like, I'm trying to collect the quotes that are hilarious. That we go, what am I saying? That we come up with in the chat sometimes. And keep them in my in this room. Where's funny and insightful today? Like, that's the one that I have written down. Aurora's coming for that crown. Kujo knows a little Japanese. It helped to learn particles and have conversations with your friend in Kanagawa. See, when I watched... I've only watched a small amount of anime, but when I do, I like to watch it in Japanese with the subtitles. So I was starting to pick up on words and pronunciation from that, but I haven't watched it in a while. Kanagawa? Is that what it is? Kanagawa. Kujo gets a medal and the #1 crown. Same, you watch anime that way too. I think it's better because I don't know, like the inflection is completely different. Like when the second, well, both Squid Games, I know that's Korean, but both Squid Games I watched in Korean and English, and I just found the English version so hokey. Stop, you guys. What are you doing? No, don't do that. Is that actually work? Guys, you're... Stop chatting for a few. Indom had the great idea of spamming the chat. All right, go ahead. Some English dubbing is awful. Yeah. Who's getting... Cujo still has the crown. I think Cujo was here the longest. Go ahead, put E until... No, they're kids just having a good time, so they don't need... They're not trying to be, like, I've put them on timeout before, but I'm not gonna block them from the channel. I'm kind of curious to see if this works, if you keep doing the letters. Capital E. Why did you pick E? And just I'm sorry, guys. Everybody else, just wait a minute and let them play. Are we there yet? He's 41. There's multiple minors in the chat. It's fine, Cujo. No, it's not working. So let's stop. Let's stop. It's not working. So we had an experiment and we found out it actually doesn't work. All right, let's resume the chat. You guys tried it. I thought it was... I was interested to see if it worked, but it didn't. Because it's funny? Okay. Eee! All right. Enough. Let's go. That's another reason, Mike, why I don't curse as much, let's say. Okay, age test. Who has seen the movie Dumbo? Speaking of what Aurora commented. That movie was so sad, but I loved it. And I had a toy elephant with a trunk that was in a U shape, and I used to put a tiny toy elephant in the trunk of that elephant, of the mommy elephant, because of the movie Dumbo. I don't think YouTube knows what the algorithm is for the crowns. Oh, experience points? I've seen them pop up, but I don't know why they are. Why they are? Why they show up or what they are. Dumbo was sad. Fox and the Hound was sad, yes. And I'm such a horse person, but I cannot watch or read Beauty and the Beast. Black Beauty is what I was trying to say. Black Beauty is so sad. Not a Disney movie, but so sad. No, don't spam anymore, please. We tried. If you can figure out how to get the experience points, then go for it. But maybe you can't because I'm not monetized or something. Fox and the Hound was very sad. Let me see if it goes. Just talk a lot. I mean, you have been commenting a lot, so I don't know what it is. Who watched The Road to El Dorado? I haven't, actually. I think you might be a little older than me. And that's just because I need to chat more. You chat a lot already. Yeah, they picked on Dumbo too hard for his ears. I know. And what is up with the Pink Elephant song? Whose fever dream was that? My goodness. And can we talk about random stuff? I mean, we are talking about random stuff. Sorry, we're talking about movies that you don't know. Or dinos. Yeah, we can talk about that. Fox and the Hound told you that friendships don't last. You're right. I don't know. Mike is very old. I'm 44, and I know I look younger, and that's something that I hope I can hold on to. Tree stars! I forgot about Land Before Time, probably because it's also traumatizing. Oh, I loved that movie so much, but I realized if you follow the sun to get somewhere, you're going to end up exactly where you were because the sun goes around, or like it goes from one like it goes from east to west. So like you start east and then at some point you're going to go west the same amount. So you can't follow the sun to get to the promised land. It's a cartoon. Stop overthinking it. But you know what I mean? Like I've thought way too hard about Land Before Time, which combines dinos and the movies that we're talking about. I'm a plant. Yay, you exist. Hi, me, Kyle. You have had like 18 different names in our chats. I don't know how you do it so, like, change it so often. You remember that show? Yeah. Mike is laughing. No, Cujo doesn't have to stop talking, Aurora. You don't have to stop talking. This is the one. He can call me Flower if he wants to. Bambi is quite sad, but I love that movie. I still love that movie to this day. I don't like certain scenes. Well, one scene. I don't like the sad scene. That's the same with Neverending Story. The Artax scene. I can't even watch it. And the look on that horse's face, because I don't think that was CGI. I think that was an actual horse. And he just looked like he gave up on life. And it was so sad. But I loved everything else about it. Just because you can't change your screen name. Okay, fair. Hi, Mahar. Yeah, well, the chat has put me in a good mood because everybody's being funny. I like the I'm a plant, yay. But yeah, I met you as Mikhail, I guess. So like, yes, thank you for reminding me. And the same thing with Cody was here earlier, or somebody on a different name, and I'm like, I can't keep track, guys. You've learned something, you can support or whatever to get experience points. What does that mean? Kuja just says mom, yeah. Aurora loves books. What's your favorite book, Aurora? Oh my god, listen, Artax didn't mess me up as much as the scene. Yes. Why wouldn't you do what you feel? I have a headdress thing like, oh my god, what do they call her? Why can't I think of it? Oh my god, what if, the something child, right? Neverending Story is also an amazing book. The Child Empress? The Child Empress. What am I thinking of? It's not that. It's something child. And her face, my gosh, her face just broke my heart. But I have a headdress and people have commented on my photos that I reminded them of her. I mean, obviously I'm not, 6 or whatever, but I was holding the one that beat, huh? Wait, Mikhail says it's based off Greek myth. Oh, wait, the name Mikhail. Yeah, I understand. Aurora's screaming like a dinosaur for some reason. I was holding the one that beat. Wait, what are you talking about? Me, this was the worst one. That scene? The childlike empress. That's what they called her. Yeah. Neverending Story and The Princess Bride. Although The Princess Bride, it was a little scary for me at first until I got a little older, and then I liked it. But those books are also very good. But like both of them, they both have green covers, so they sit near each other in my other room, and so I like mixed them up, like who the author is and stuff. The chat is now confusing. Yeah, well, yeah. There's kind of two things going on. There's some people playing around with trying to get the different crowns. And then we're talking about movies and books a bit on the other side of the chat. But everyone is welcome. Just don't get too spammy, guys. And Tim's back. Hey, Tim. They look like big, strong hands, don't they? And the ROUS is... I use that on a like regular basis. Atreyu is a cool name. I should name an animal that. Oh, if I get like a white snake, like I should name it Falcor then, but oh, that would be a great hawk name, Atreyu. I'm gonna put that. I have a list of like what I want to name future birds. Future anything, really. Okay. Aurora's going AFK again. You're currently reading Philip Golding, Falconry and Hawking. Awesome. I wonder if that's on the... I think that's on the reading list. That sounds familiar. I swear by the Webster and Beebe one. I learned almost everything I needed to pass my falconry test from that one. What do I call you now? Plant? I'm gonna call you Plant. Is eating marshmallows, even though you're not supposed to. Your wife was gonna use them. Uh-oh, you better go get her some more. Seems like it would for a bird, or fit for a bird, yeah. Because it's like that wandering kind of... Oh, I love that. The rock biter. Oh, that terrified me too. That movie probably looks so dated now, but I'm not even gonna care. I should watch it with my nephew and see. He'd probably be horrified, but whatever. It was on my reading list. Oh, good, good, good. Yes, awesome. Lamenting about his people being taken by the nothing. My hands look like big, strong hands. Oh, I thought that was something Andre the Giant said in The Princess Bride. See, again, I think I'm mixing up scenes from the movies too, I guess, then. I could hear the inflection when you typed it, and I read it, but the wrong character was saying it in my head. You took a picture of a great horned owl. Do I handle owls? So falconry traditionally doesn't have owls very often because they hunt at night, and it's kind of hard to do that. However, we are allowed owls on our permits, but they're more for like education. Oh yes, plant. Okay. But I have rescued them, so I have handled them, I have fed them, I have taken care of, the little tiny ones all the way up to the great horns, which is the biggest ones that we have in this area. But I have not trained one, and that's a very different thing from just feeding it. I want to. I want a screech owl. The problem is when you trap birds from the wild, they need to be in their first year or from the nest. And if you raise them from the nest with oh, what happened? Am I still here? Because I've been filming for more than an hour and 12 minutes. What is going on? Something just happened. Cujo can see me. What is... Okay, you guys are... Yeah, Plant is still here. It just changed from like 2 hours to an hour, and it said, you're live, like I just started. What is going on? Okay, catch up. I was sitting in a McDonald's parking lot, and it perched right in front of you around 11 p.m. or so. Coolest thing ever. I bet. I have seen owls a couple times in the wild. I was saying, like, if you raise them from babies, they tend to imprint, and then you can't release them. So I'm committing to a 20-year, lifespan for owls. And I'm almost a master falconer. I'm technically still a general falconer. I've been doing this for enough time to be a master falconer, but by the time I actually pursued the license, you have to have the generals for 5 years to become a master, and I think I'm the third or fourth. I think I'm the 4th year. So I got it when I was 40. I don't know when in that year though I got it. So I'm close to a master falconer, yes. I forget what we were talking about Cujo. Oh, the owl. You accidentally scrolled and saw a man with Crayola markers on my face telling me to be Buddhist. Huh? Explain. Explain. Aurora's back in his third place. The opposite of what you were trying to get. I'm sorry. You'll have to subscribe that maybe you can pop in first. That's funny though, because you were trying to get up and you went down. I'm sorry. You were accidentally flipped down. I don't know what's happening. And that's what you got? I don't understand what's going on. Mikhail says it's funny, and it is, but I don't even know why. I guess I'm just tired. Why did the chat just go down an hour? I'm so confused. Oh yeah, you gave one to Mike, yeah. Flipping on the screen and you scroll, and somehow you got... Who had the Crayola markings on their face? The Buddhist or you? I'm confused. Sisyphean. You're eating popcorn. That's good. Then you don't have to eat people. It's a bad habit, Aurora. Okay. I'm starting to get tired, and it's only 8 o'clock, but I'm still on the schedule that I was on for the job that I don't have anymore. But it's earlier than I usually get up, and that's kind of nice because you're off work earlier, so I am eating. Marshmallows are yummy. Yes, they are. Oh gosh. I wonder what Crayola means in Buddhism. Now there's a sentence I could quote. Maybe I'll rename the stream that. I wonder what Crayola means in Buddhism. At least the second half of the stream. I think that's pretty random enough. You got another channel of his ass hat screaming that I need to be Buddhist, and he had marker all over his face. I don't know what the algorithm is on. Algorithm? What did I just say? Algorithm. I combined alchemy and an algorithm and got algorithm. So that's a thing. Crayola Buddhism 101. And you know, I always say I'm ending and then I go another half an hour, so I'm starting to think about ending, but it's probably gonna be a while. Oh my gosh, do I have my stickies? Because I think the Crayola Buddhism 101 is the thing that I need to quote. Where are they? They're never here when I need them. Oh gosh, okay. Crayola Buddhism 101. I'm gonna have no idea the context of this when I read this quote. Alchemy rhythm. That's a thing, right? You will now be reincarnated as a white crayon. F word. I can't say that word. Indam is eaten again. In the middle of a word. Mikhail is dead. I guess he was eaten. I know, Aurora, I know. Dead. D-E-D. Dead. Yeah, how do I get it so that people can share a link? Because I think we all want to see what you just saw, Mike. Because we're fascinated by this situation. Is it I picture wizards dancing while making potions? Wait, for what? I'm so confused. Alchemy rhythm. All right, we've gotten to the very silly part of the stream. Hi, Elijah. Hi, yeah, Eli. Oh, okay, I remember. I gotta start making lists of these screen names, guys. I'm all over the place. Alchemy rhythms, yeah. Eats Cujo. Hi, Jane. Oh, Jane is back. Thank you for reminding me to call you Eli as well, because I'm tired. Eli, meet Aurora. Aurora likes to come in and mess around and eat everything. So we're just talking about books and movies despite despite the silliness, although I am the originator of the silliness as well. Alchemy rhythms. Algorithm. That's what I said. I should write that down too. All right, I'm gonna, I have paper, basically. Okay, now I gotta go back up to the Buddhism quote. Hold on a second. Crayola Buddhism 101. I kind of want to Google that specific phrase and see what comes up. Because I feel like there's probably a like college somewhere named Crayola College. And it has something on Buddhism. I don't know what's going on. What was the original quote though? Was it, I wonder what Crayola means in Buddhism? Was that what I was going to write down originally? Okay, let me see. You are the Silinator? Yes, I am the Silinator. The silliness-ator. The silliness gator? Can I be that? I'd rather be a gator. The Silinator. It sounds, why does that remind me of like bee pollen or something? Like, I feel like that's a real word. Everybody's being eaten. That's just because she's the eat-nator. Silinator, eat-nator. Did I sub to you? I think so. Did you sub to me? Yeah. Yeah, I remember the dog thing. I don't remember the videos being on there. I don't know if you had videos when Mike, just watch how adult it gets on this channel, because there's multiple minors in the chat, and I'm not trying to like tell you how you need to be, but it's a different channel over here a little bit. You don't have to, I haven't even read it yet. Hold on. I saw another one yelling at his camera with mustard on your face and a toilet seat on his neck. What? It's fine. It's fine. Why do we call it a building if it's already built? That sounds like a question Jane would ask. She likes to throw quotes like that in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. Because English is weird. And that goes back to our like German word discussion thing. I'm at 23%. See, this is why I actually let my phone die, because I would never get off the stream. My voice would give out. If a fly loses its wings, is there a walk now? I have people call me Anna, but like I like when people just say fly as well. I don't know, I just feel like that's a fun name as well. Maybe not as good as Atreyu, but I don't know. You were once the youngest person in the earth? Yeah, I guess I was once. Everyone was. Unless you're born at the exact same time as somebody, which is likely. There are 8 billion of us now. Why do we put it in a truck and call it a shipment, but we put it on a boat and call it cargo? Again, English really makes no sense. The oldest picture of you is also the youngest picture of you. That is true. That is true. See, we are learning things from this stream. I think this is, can I remember the quote? We park on a driveway and drive on a parkway. Right. Was there another quote I was going to write down? I feel like there was something after that Mike said. Oh, algorithm. Wait, somebody said something about that, and I was gonna write it down. Alchemy rhythm. There was another one. Somebody was pictures wizards dancing while making potions. Maybe that was it. What do we call it? A hemorrhoid, what it is, and an asteroid, what it is. Should be the other way around. I had to think about that for a second. I don't know why. I had to think so hard about that. It looks like there's something on my nose, but it's just my face. Wizards dancing while making potions. What was... I feel like... I'm going back in the chat and trying to grab the quote. Okay. Now your original comment makes sense, Mike. I'm reading it again. You accidentally scrolled and saw a man with Crayola markers on his face telling me to be Buddhist. I had no context for it at first, so I had no idea what was happening. But now when I read it, now that you've explained it, I'm like, oh, okay, I that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't understand. My brain is weird. Neurodivergent or neurospicy or something. Algorithm. Yeah, I should just write that down verbatim. Your age is the time that you've orbited around a giant flaming gas ball. That feels like life. That feels like it's a metaphor for life right there. I would make a joke about what flaming means, but I'm not going to. This chat is on something. We are on something, that's for sure. I like that. Plant, we're all strangers vibing because the world is crazy right now. Amen. The meaning of life is literally 42. And if you haven't read that book series, you need to immediately. You will not understand what's going on at all, but you will laugh your butt off. And 42 is the best number of the life, the universe, and everything. There's only 10 different numbers, but you can count infinity with them. That's true. It bothers me that there's not a maximum number. It's always bothered me a little bit. No one ever hears a car alarm and thinks to cars being broken into. I do. I'm also like, crap, is that my car? Oh, it says there's only 2 people here. Where did Mike go? Cujo and Aurora, you're holding down the chat. Maybe you'll get the number 1, Aurora. You thought pi was the best number. You've got to read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's what we were referencing. You can eat that number. I think Aurora has eaten people 42 times by now. Or 6, 7 times. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, Plant is still here. Haven't read it, but I did see the movie. Okay, so you know the reference. I don't know how they made a movie out of that book, but they did a darn good job with oh, Jane's back. With oh gosh, what's his face? Who also plays Bilbo? I can't think of any of the actors right now. You're gonna eat the number 8. Okay. Oh, Jane took it back. Okay, because it was rather a large message. If someone obtains superpowers, it is unlikely that they will want to become a superhero. I don't know. We've never had that real life situation, unless you redefine superpowers. You probably walked past a celebrity in your lifetime and didn't realize it. I think about that every time I go to New York City. Every time. Wait, Plant saw the Crayola person. Same with serial killers. Oh no. I have to... One of the the sections I need to narrow down the number of books I have is my true crime section, and I'm a little scared to put those book titles on the internet. I don't have to do any of this online, but it helps motivate me. You know what I mean? Theaters will probably end up like arcades, but arcades are, like, special when you do find them now. I have one near me. Kuja likes true crime as well. Yeah, the serial killer thing is... They were quite literally screaming it. Do I wanna look up... Okay, Crayola Buddhist? How did you get there? How did you find it? Okay, this is a Buddhist statue with colors on it. I don't think that's the video. Although, have we confirmed that it's Crayola? Because it might just be markings. Cars are the only most likely reason why radio is still alive. Yeah, I never listened to the radio. It's kind of a shame. Good night, Indom. It's time for Indom to go. It is Monday tomorrow. It's too tired to even understand what you're doing while I'm editing. Yeah, I definitely get editing burnout. What time can you get more starlight? We do at... Huh? Bye, Indom. You read a morbid book called Stiff. I read that! I read that! It was interesting read on what happens to bodies. Kind of a creepy read, though. Absolutely. And I listened to it on audio at work. And I'm so glad that my headphones didn't give out because... But it was so fascinating. All the books by Mary Roach are fascinating. I forget which other one that I've read, but she's... I love her books. It's nonfiction about... For those of you who don't know, it's nonfiction about topics that are, like, on the... What's it called? On the edges of... Like, they're fascinating, but they're taboo, kind of, to talk about. And she just goes into depth. Like, what happens to dead bodies? It was fascinating. It's really gross, but it's not gross in, like, a horror way where you're trying to be gross. It's just... It's about dead bodies. But it was so good. It was so interesting. Good night, and see, you're lingering too, just like I am. Aurora, I'm gonna skip some of these. The taboo side of, like, yeah, what was the other one that I read by her? I need to remember. I know I have, like, a military one. I read Packing for Mars. The Curious Science of Life in the Void. So, like, what scientists, sorry, I skipped ahead to another line. What astronauts actually go through in space. The things that you don't normally think about, like, how do you poop in space? That's important. You'd never... I never want to be an astronaut. Let's just say that. I also have one called Spook by her. That's about the science of the afterlife. That would be a great one to read after this Dan Brown one. Okay. I'm behind. You have to go now. Your wife is going to Walmart, and I would like to go also. Go for it. Have fun. Get something cheap and fun. Every number before 1000 doesn't have the letter A. I'm trying to just think of the first 10 spelled out. Is that true? Oh my gosh. Why is that so weird? My mother donated her body to students at the University of Arizona. That's awesome, but I don't know if I could do it and not... I don't know. Every odd number has an E in it? This is blowing my mind a little bit. It was a free cremation. She was a nurse and liked to help people, so it kind of worked out. Okay, that makes sense. Appropriately, Aurora says the longer you live, the smaller your funeral gets. Not necessarily, if you're famous. You have to read Spook. Yeah, I have to read Spook, too. If two people... Gosh. Aurora, how are you still not number 1 on here? Even Cujo went down to number 2. I don't know if Mike is still here. I don't think so. I don't think this count is right either of how many people are here. The Earth is basically a sandwich. I'm going to start saying that my favorite number is a negative number. Cujo doesn't think he could do it either. Yeah. Yeah, I think part of my irrational brain still feels like we need the body for something. Like we're gonna, like, in case we need to come back and be a zombie, I guess? I don't know. Okay, last shower thought. If humans can fly... I can't read the grammar. Ozzy Osbourne's funeral is pretty big. The Queen's, yeah, like any president. I mean, there's 21 fighter jets, for God's sake. I think you're trying to say if flying was considered exercise, people wouldn't do it. You're probably right. It's the same reason, like, I wouldn't go for a walk. It's like, oh, it's cold. I'm not gonna fly today, even though I'm FlyOn. Just hate thinking of your body being on an experiment table. This chat took a turn. It took a turn. Oh, I did want to say, though, there's a book called After the Funeral, and it's about times when people who were dead, like, they did something weird while they were dead to make people think they were alive. Like, the other people... Like, there was a queen who died. I forget where. I think it's the first chapter. She died, but they had, like, a coronation or something planned. So they propped up her dead body on the throne and did the ceremony. So it's like people who, like, were used to do things, like, after they had already died. It was fascinating, and it was funny. I don't understand how they made it funny, but it's called After the Funeral. Random read that I picked up from, like, the nonprofit for free, and it was they kept punching the name After the Funeral, and, like, which is the title of the book, so, like, they would, like, put it in italics or something to emphasize. Yes, I think that was something like it too. You hear some cultures keep their loved ones at home in a coffin for a few days. My gosh, that's gonna smell. It's gonna smell. Reminds you of dissecting a frog in biology class. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do any of the dissections. I was, like, in the other room. Which is funny because now I, like, feed live, not live prey, but whole prey to a lot of my animals. And I see the inside of it all the time. I think it's different when you're, I don't know, you're cutting into it. I don't know. I've done some pretty icky things with predator feeding. Away from keyboard? Okay. You got the chat dark. It was relevant, though. But I'm just, like, I was thinking about what we were talking about earlier today, and then, like, we're talking about dead bodies. I'm like, how did we get here? Somewhere along the way, there was a Crayola Buddhist that I still can't find on the internet. So, and my nose looks big at this angle. I keep, like, I don't know, fixating on the screen. Anyway, I'm at 21%. Hello and greetings from Dublin, Ireland. Your name is Luke, and you're waving at us. Hi, Luke. I'm glad you said what your name was, because I cannot pronounce any of those words. Maybe Crayola would cleanse me. Luke, I don't even know what the chat is about right now. in the beginning of this live, we were talking about books, and then we talked about my 2 new snakes. Right now, it's kind of dark. The chat has gone off the rails. But I love that. I don't know if I can even explain the Crayola Buddhist, but or Sisyphean. Maybe that's what I was gonna write down. I don't know how to spell it. I'm gonna have to look at that later. I'm not gonna forget that word though. I don't think Mike's here anymore though. Whew, yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. It keeps going back to books though, because you read Stiff by Mary Roach. I read Packing for Mars. We both want to read Spook by Mary Roach. And then I recommended After the Funeral. I've read a bunch of true crime books though, so like I could probably go down that road for a while. I have to figure out where I'm gonna put the new books that I get from Goodreads and see if I want to like this year I just have them in a box, like just sitting on the floor, which is not great. So I'd love to have another shelf or a designated shelf where I can keep them that's not on the floor. You have a recommendation? Akira, directed by, I'm not going to butcher that name, and there's a film about it as well. Why have I heard of that? Akira. I feel like I have heard of that. So let me see on Goodreads. Oh, is it a manga? Yes, it is, because that's the guy's name that you mentioned. I don't read much manga, but I would love to have, it's because I don't have recommendations in that, so I don't know what I'm doing. There's a guy I want to check out, Harold Schechter or something. He writes true crime. Yes, he's the only true crime book that I've read that I've given up because it was so disgusting. It was true, but he doesn't hold back at all. I forget what it was. The title was, it was very obvious what I was about to get into. I had to stop. I couldn't listen to it. Yeah, I have something else by him. I was reading a lot of Anne Rule. She writes true crime stories that are, she has compilations of stories, but they're true. But then she has a million books, and she has a whole book sometimes about one crime, but she writes it like it's a novel. So I loved it that it was like as engrossing as a novel was and as detailed, but it was true. So I've read a lot of Anne Rule, and the one Harold Schechter that I tried, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Roar's back. Akira is a classic. Oh. It won't let me get to it. Oh, stupid website. What is happening? I am going to put it on my TBR list. Oh, did you hear that? I'm going to put it on my classics list too, so I kind of remember where it came from. Oh, I can't. I'm so glad to have a manga like recommendation then. I'll have to watch the movie too. It's a very eye-opening manga film. I've definitely heard of it, but I couldn't put it into context. So thank you for that. Gein and Fish. Yeah, Ed Gein. Ed Gein fascinates me, but he's not a prolific killer. If you actually, like, he just did really very disturbing things, like you say. H.H. Holmes book. Hold on. Whoa, Akira is kind of dark. Oh, this is so cool though. Whoa. Oh, this sounds so cool. There's Funny and Insightful. You came up earlier. Hello. Oh, H.H. Holmes. trying to look at, and then I got distracted because the Akira page finally loaded. Why did Harold Schechter come up? Oh, the true story. Oh, is that the bad guy? The true story of the White City Devil. What is that book that I constantly see? Something about the White City. I can't remember the title. Sorry, I need actual chapstick at this point. I've been talking for a long time though. Okay. Since like 6 o'clock at least. Earlier, I think. I look bright and shiny today. I'm definitely literally shiny a little bit, but thank you. I had a pretty good day. I had some moments of sadness, but I had a pretty good day. Thank you. Akira is not for the faint-hearted. Just to say thank you. Thank you. Because, when you're depressed, maybe not read the rough stuff. Oh, I see what you're saying, Cujo. Yeah. Harold wrote books on them. Ooh, they're gonna be rough, I bet. And if Goodreads won't load, then I can't figure out which Harold Schechter one I read. I think the one I gave up on was like a compilation of crimes. I don't know why I said compilation. Why can't I say it? Compilation of that stuff. Girl, the earrings are crazy. They're just like beads. But they do look like suns. And I love to be color coordinated, so I just went for yellow today. I don't know why. I should have done my eyes yellow, but instead I did something neutral so I could wear the red lip. Anyway, you can watch my makeup videos. Why are they crazy? Because they're bigger? Like, these are not the biggest earrings I have. I love big earrings because they show up in the videos and I get comments like that and then I talk about them and it's fun. Where am I from? I'm from like Northeast United States. You almost ordered them on Amazon, a little pricey though. Sometimes they'll give you a sample for free. I would read, if you haven't read any by him, I would read a sample or something first just to make sure you want to go there. Because I think, oh, they look nice. It's good. Thank you. I think true crime and romance novels have a similar phenomenon that happens where you read it and you enjoy it, and then you kind of want to go to the next level and get a little more dark just to see if you can handle it. And then you get a little more dark and a little more dark. And at some point you're like, okay, I can't anymore. Or I feel guilty that I'm like going down this rabbit hole and I'm just like, okay, I need to stop. I need to read something else. Because you kind of almost like dare yourself with like what you can handle. I don't know how that happens, but I feel like it's the same human phenomenon or something. You have a copy of George Orwell's book 1984. That's a tough read too. Just for the ideas presented in it, but I think it's very prophetic in a way. I have read 1984. What's happening today and how are the spirits and mental health? Thank you for asking. Wait, sorry, I skipped from that to morbid curiosity. I'm so distractible. Maybe it is ADHD. I don't know. Today we started out with books. I unboxed 2 books and talked about my reading, and then we went down to see the new snakes that I got for the first time on the channel. And then somehow we came up and talked about books and movies, and now we're just being completely silly and talking about whatever we want. And Cujo's been here the whole time, so he can back me up. Or she, I don't know. Yeah, morbid curiosity, but I don't know what the romance version of that is. Smut curiosity? I don't know. Yeah, I need to wrap up and my phone's at 20%, but I'm glad you stopped by. Smutosity. It looks like smut toxicity, but oxytocin. Yeah, for real. Hold on. You upload train videos here in Dublin, Ireland. Oh, cool. That's awesome. You went to a Vietnamese restaurant with your partner, had some pho. Nice. I think I've only eaten pho one time. I'm a very like plain Jane with foods. Like I once I find something that I like, I just like stick with it. I made this when I meant to like I don't know. Whew, yeah, my ability to speak has started to leave the building. Anyway. Why do I want to talk about true crime now? Plain Jane or picky eater? No, I wouldn't say I'm a picky eater. Because it's like I don't care if it's not good, I'll still eat it. Like mac and cheese. There's really good mac and cheese and then there's really crappy mac and cheese. I'll still eat it either way. Like I'm not picky. But if it's like mac and cheese with, I don't know, spices from East India or something, like it's like I can't finish it. I don't know. You eat everything. Yeah, I mean, I'm not picky, but I prefer kind of familiar foods, I guess. I'm doing fine, no worries, thanks. My brain is like starting to go down. Don't do anything you wouldn't do. We just met you. Good night and God bless, and don't have nightmares. All good things. Thank you. I hope I don't have nightmares. I'm waiting for them to kick in about the recent past. I do wake up a lot these past few weeks, like with that like sense of doom, like, oh my God, I can't handle this, like right first thing in the morning. That's new. The sense of doom is normal at night for me, but in the morning, that's a new thing. It's not every morning though. Whereas I panic basically every night. I get that nightmares or dreams on steroids. There's something. Oh, Cujo gets that too. Yeah. I think if Philip's still here, he does as well. My cat's coming out to be like, why are you still talking? Oh my gosh, I was going to leave at like 8 o'clock and it's 8:37 now. How much time? Oh my gosh, I've been talking for almost 4 hours. He just opened the door on his own, the cat did. Wow. Oh, but Aurora's back in his number 2 now. Funny and insightful. Yeah, I also wake up and wonder, what the F am I doing with my life before going to work? Yeah. Well, I got good news and have returned. I don't know when I last talked to you. I returned to my original job position. Everything's changed, but it's the same basic job function, and I'm back on track and not in the job that is extremely stressful. There's still stressors, but I feel like everything the last 11 months was just a really, really bad dream or something. Like, it's such a weird, surreal feeling, but I'm feeling a little better about the job part of my life. Hey, Jane, I know, I was just saying I'm surprised I'm still live too. Because my phone says I've only been here for 2 hours, but I'm like, I know I've been here longer than that. Congratulations, did they bump your pay? So they might. Otherwise, in November, it's going to go up. So I know it's coming. I just don't know when. And thank you for the congratulations. Yay, Aurora, second place again. You ended up right where you started. There's a kitty over here. He might be loud in a minute. He's like, Mom, go to bed. We could go for another hour if you're up for it. Well, you just got here. You could go back and watch the whole stream. This is, I think, the longest one. Oh, it's 7:30 for you there. It's 8:30 basically for here. November 2026. Yeah. Which I know is a ways away, but I know it's at least coming because I didn't expect to go back to this position so quickly. Oh, and Cujo's back another hour in mountain time. 8:39 for Funny as well. Hi, sweetie. Let me wrap up some of this piles around me in anticipation of whatever tomorrow brings. See, we were granted a day of telework this week, so I'm teleworking tomorrow. So it's another reason I'm going a little long, because I don't have to wake up real super early. I probably still will. But anyway, you're in the past. Funny, you're 1 hour behind. Yeah, I know. Hey, I love long-term plans. Here's a positive thing. In the long term, we are all dead, so everything works out itself. Bit grim. But hey, we were talking about dead bodies earlier. True. It's a true thing. We were also talking about Crayola Buddhists. Hello, darling. I love you. What do you need, sweetie? He's like, you need to go to bed. Wait, we die? Aurora's... Oh, she's... Hey, Aurora, I'm 1 hour into future. Now 7:40, yeah. 8:40 here. All right. There was nothing else in this one, right? Yep. So this is garbage. And this is Crayola Buddhism 101. I need to keep that. These books need to come with me to work tomorrow. Well, I'm working from home, but still. Probably still going to read on my lunch break. I can put... No, I still didn't quote Empire of Storms. Hold on. All right. I got my 2 unboxed books. We should be able to laugh at grim stuff. Like, we have to, right? Hi, sweetie. You want to eat who? Crayola Buddhism. Yes. Yes. It was very random, but it went on for a bit. I know, sweetheart. I know. I really do have to get going. And now Joshy's here. Hey, everybody's like coming into the chat right when I'm about to leave. And Aurora's back again. My cat laid down. He's like, I give up. Aw, cutie. All right. Yeah, I'm glad I saw Joshy, but I have to get going. I've been talking for like, what, nearly 4 hours? This is crazy. This is the longest one I've had. I need to timestamp it, I think, because we talked about such weird, different things. But this was awesome. This was awesome. I love how it goes, like, every which way. You read the 119-page grand jury testimony today released by DOJ. Wait. About the Epstein stuff? You were shell-shocked, and then you were like, all will settle down as the asteroid hits. Oh gosh, what did... Okay. Hopefully the asteroid comes in 2026. I don't know. It, like... If it's better, I'm ready to do it and get to that next benchmark, especially in my career. So I don't want the asteroid to come yet, but if it gets worse, screw it. Blow up the Earth. It was Epstein related. Okay. I have to be careful saying that name as well because it's a big flag word for a lot of things. Today you said they released it? I'm worried they're going to redact you-know-whose name from the entire thing. And nothing will happen to him. That's what I'm worried about at this point. Hi, Aurora. And FaZe is back. Wait. You were Cody. Yes? I need to watch it again and take notes. It's 1:43 in the morning. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. Got it. 2029, please. I want to know who wins 2028. I do too. Because I don't think it could get worse. I don't think he's going to leave. But he's got to die sometime. Again, going back to dead bodies, which is relevant to books, which is how we started the stream. I'm searching for threads here. I gotta go. I really gotta go. My phone is at 19%. Okay, hold on though. See, I'm even having my medications alarm go off. What about fallout shelters made of Crayola? They would melt. Anywho, yeah, Aurora's right. I'm not clumsy, the floor just hates me. The tables and chairs are bullies and the walls get in my way. I'm gonna say that the next time I trip down the stairs. Madame Destiny requires you to stay for another hour. I don't think my voice can hold out. Aurora just eats people, Joshy. I think you've met her before. She was doggy. Oh, you said doggy, so obviously you know. She's just silly. She's silly. Not again. Yeah, I know. Fun chatting with you too, Cujo. Hopefully we all have a good week ahead. Yes, a non-triggering, calm, uneventful week would be nice. Hi, Cody. All right. I gotta go, guys. 2 weeks to go back to school. Everybody's getting eaten. I'm kind of over it at this point, grown-ups. Okay. You're just being silly. Said that I couldn't attend your... Oh, sad that you couldn't attend this stream. Well, you can rewatch it and give me watch time. When will you be live next? So I will definitely... Well, I don't know what the future holds, but I'm planning on being live next Sunday. In the evening for me. I can't commit to a time. Cujo got the notification. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed with the bell and it'll tell you. But I may pop up at some point during the week. So we'll see. But next Sunday evening for sure. I have a Tuesday video. I finally have my Rocky Horror Picture Show vlog coming out. I've had it ready for a while, but I kept putting it back because I was posting something else on the same day, like the streams, so I didn't post it today. Okay. Hello, those of you who came in late. Thank you, everybody who came in, period. But I gotta go. I'm so sorry. Cody, go back and watch the snake part. I introduced 2 of the snakes. Tim Curry is the best Pennywise. I'm afraid to watch it because it's so creepy. Tim Curry is just the best, period. If the brain rot reset doesn't work. I think we're past that point at this point in society. What's better, the original It or Welcome to Derry? I don't know, but you guys can comment for a little bit longer as I sign off here. I'm on my computer, like that's gonna end the stream. No, I'm not gonna film till 5%, but I'm at 19% right now. And he was good in Legend. What else? I liked him in Clue. I liked him everything he was in. Tim Curry is amazing, whether he's in drag or not. I'm sorry, Cody. I have to. Do you hear the vocal fry in my voice? Like, I'm literally gonna hurt tomorrow. Worth it. Okay. Why is this so difficult to log off of? My cat is literally asleep on the floor next to me. Okay, I have to. I will see you next week or earlier. You can hear my voice is fried. Yeah. I'm not sad. Bye, Cujo. Nico's back. I'm about to leave. I have to leave. Everybody's saying bye, which is helping. Bye, vocal fry. I know, I'm gonna have to not talk to myself tonight like a normal person. Okay. You all are brilliant and lovely, and I'm so glad you were here. I'm so glad I got to talk to you about so many weird things. I'm glad some other people have my weird sense of humor. But good night. Sleep well. I really can't. I'm sorry, Nico, but you saw me earlier, and you can rewatch the stream. And comment. Blow up the comments. I like it. What the hell was that? Did you hear that? Now I'm hearing things. I gotta go. Good night, everybody. Love you.